Why am I delayed a little bit? I do not like delaying. Hello. Konbancha. How are we doing today? How are we feeling? How are we doing? Your bad luck gave you the evening shift this week. No! Rip you. Rip you. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. How are we doing today? Welcome to the stream, astronauts. Welcome. I am here. I'm once again live from the new spaceship. And, yeah. Alive, so same old. It's something. That counts for something, right? Right? I have my little fruit drink. Red fruit drink. fruit. I hope you guys are doing well. I was a little bit late today because, oh, we're going to do this again. Okay. I was a little bit late today because I was with Mitsuki today because Mitsuki was helping me paint my bed. Yeah. Mitsuki helped me paint my bed. But Mitsuki just left. She didn't want to make a cameo on the stream. So yeah, Mitsuki was here for a bit and then left, but we had dinner together and just hung out and we did some painting. I'll say hi to Mitsuki. I told Mitsuki that you guys really like her. Oh, whoops, that was the bottle. Oh my god. I'm lagging so bad. I'm lagging so bad today. I don't want to lag. Again, I am on my neighbor's Wi-Fi, so it might not be the best for streaming, but I'm very thankful that I get to use the Wi-Fi, so I can stream at all. It might not be the best. It might be delayed a little bit, off and on again, but we'll have to do. We'll make do. But sorry I was a little bit late. I was painting my bed. My bed is now no longer light gray, but it's now dark green, and I was painting the flower on it. And everything was being painted. And it looks really nice now. Duty is calling. Okay. I hope you have a good time at work. Good luck. And thank you for being here, Elle. Thank you. See you again next time. See you again later. Free Wi-Fi. Let's go. Look, I'm getting my own that I'm paying for, but they're not installing it until next week. The 24th. A little less than a week. Like right before Christmas, they will install it. So I'll have better Wi-Fi between Christmas and New Year's. And then after that, I'm leaving to the States. So I will probably have terrible Wi-Fi. And also just my laptop for streaming. Oh, this is going to be hell. It's going to be hell. But once I come back, there's going to be so many exciting things. So yeah, I'm just a little bit delayed today. I'm sorry. Good evening. Today we play Night Call again. The taxi game in which we are a taxi driver and we need to figure out a mystery. Sorry for the yawning. I'm still a little bit tired from like moving and everything. But soon I will be less tired, hopefully. Soon I will hopefully be less tired. I wish I wasn't delayed so much. I would like to not be delayed so much. I wish I would not be delayed so much. I try once more. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. We'll see. If I'm a little bit delayed, I'm sorry. If the stream quality is a little bit less, I'm sorry. I am on the different Wi-Fi, but soon I shall have my own. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Soon I shall have my own, and then we shall be fine with the new Wi-Fi. But for now, let's get into the game. We're playing Night Call today. We are playing Night Call, which is the game in which we are the taxi driver, and we were figuring out the judge. A mystery, a little tiny mystery for us. The little serial killer on the loose. Oh, we're getting into it immediately. You open one eye. Your back aches. You'd like to close your eyes and go back to sleep. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Yeah, because we work at nighttime. We're in the taxi. I have enough gas and everything. I do need to start earning more money, though. And I don't know if there are, like, any important people. Last time we talk to two people. That's not a human. That's not a human. That's not a human. We bring the cat back? Is the cat gonna pay me? You pull up to the sidewalk and wait for your passenger. Since it looks like a no-show, you get out of the cab after a minute or two to smoke a cigarette. There's not much going on in this small town in the suburbs. There are a few apartments that still have lights on. A sweet scent hangs in the air. Eventually, you stub out your cigarette and get back into the car. You jump, startled. A cat has managed to slip into the cab. It's sitting on the back seat, staring at you intently. You sit there for a moment, considering whether or not to shoo it away. But just as you are about to wave your hand, the cat shifts positions and a slip of paper falls from its collar. I'll pick up the paper. You pick up the piece of paper and unfold it. A fragment of a map of Paris, the Saint Lazare train station. You turn your eyes slowly to the cat. He seems to be expecting an answer. Are you going somewhere? The cat tilts his head to the side, as if to say yes. You want to go to Saint Lazare? The cat tilts its head again. Are you a dog? The cat slowly nods its head no. Your hands clutch the wheel tightly. What the hell is going on? You turn around to face the cat. Okay, fine, I'll take you. I will take the cat. I will help a cat out. Hello, cat friend. I'll help them. You let out a sigh. Okay, fine. You start talking to yourself in low tones as if to balance the conversation. Normal. This is all perfectly normal. You start the cab, but cast a glance at the cat behind you. The cat behind me? You're the one who ordered the cab? You start to laugh. A few minutes go by. You try to break the ice. Simple questions are probably best. Everything okay? Neither a yes or a no. More of a plaintive meow. Are you meeting someone? No, that's not it. The cat is staring at you. The conversation seems to bore him. You seem to be well fed. Pretty strange, I must say. Did someone hurt you? A plaintive meow. You sigh. Your owner? Another meow, but long and deeper. More heartfelt. You nod your head. What happened? Was it a man? No answer. A woman? Was she mean to you? The cat seems to be uncertain. She was overly affectionate? The cat lets out a string of insistent meows. Touché, that's it. She's too affectionate, and that's why you're running away? Are they calling me out? Is this game calling me out for loving my cat too much? The cat is watching you with a steady eye. You are sure you're on the right track. You have to be careful with people like that. They suffocate you before you even know it. You nod your head. But you ran away. I meet lots of people like you. You stop short. But you are just a cat. You roll your eyes. Behind you, the cat lets out a quiet, reassuring meow. Go on. What I mean is, well, we don't even know we're in a cage. We prefer not to think about it. We are never fully aware of it. You look at the cat. I must be crazy. I'm talking to a... You shake your head. You point to a light in the distance. That's Saint Lazare. We'll be there soon. A few yards later, you stop at the drop-off area in front of the station. The first train doesn't leave for another hour. Where are you going? The cat stares at you without making a noise. Oh, just a second. I'm gonna cancel this one. Let me just quickly get some things fixed. Okay. Let me guess. Saint Lazare. If you were going to the suburbs of Paris, you wouldn't have needed to come into town. So somewhere in the northwest of France, I don't know, somewhere by the sea, huh? The cat is looking at you and meows. A sharp sound, probably a yes. A very hungry yes. For the fish, I guess. You check the time on the dashboard. It's time to go, to get a real customer. You try not to think too much about the situation you're in, and you hope that no one sees you talking to a cat. I'll just start saying the names of cities and you meow when I hit the right one. You start to list cities in Normandy. The cat doesn't move a muscle. Cherbourg. The cat looks up. So it's Cherbourg. Getting close? Saint Malo? Still nothing. I've got it. Deauville. A meow of delight. You're smiling too. All of a sudden you're exhausted. Okay, come on. Time to say goodbye. You get out of the cab and open the back door. A bill has appeared on the seat next to the cat. It is enough for the fare. And more. Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you? I won't ask you where it came from. You smile and lean over to pet the cat. It leaps out of the car and darts between your legs. You can just make out its shape dashing up a flight of stairs and slipping between the bars of a gate. You get back in the car. You look at yourself in the rearview mirror. Your features are heavy with fatigue. Your right eyelid is twitching. As you start the car, you remember you're allergic to cats, but you haven't sneezed once. You pull out of the station. A tip of 3 cents. Fine. That wasn't a great tip, but at least he paid. And he's a cat, so he's allowed to. Who do we have? We have some people nearby. We have some thingies we can check, but we also need to make money. We deserve a big tip for all that. For talking to the cat. No, he was cute. The cat was a cutie guy. So I think we're good. Do we have radio? Trying to find something to listen to. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Top news tonight, one of those call-in shows. Don't listen to anything. Oh shit, I fucked it. Oh, I fucked it by listening to the radio. Oh, that was stupid. That was stupid. Who are you? Is that a mustache or lipstick? Oh, my way to find out. I'll pick you up. Who is that? The passenger who's entered your cab slams the door and stares at you intently. Oh, she's pretty. Can I help you? I don't know yet. Although the real question is, how can you help yourself? Do we know each other? She gives a sour laugh. Don't play innocent with me. If I were to say to you... Her voice is slightly raspy, with an oddly metallic sound. October 27th. That's the date, the night of the attack. The night you... Could this woman be... the judge? 10:46 p.m. No, the attack took place later. Does that ring a bell? You nod your head. Yes, it does, miss. Don't you miss me? Not another word. She waggles an accusing finger at you. Oh no, she's a Karen. We picked up a Karen, dang it. Last October 27th, you were in this very cab, driving a fare, and you committed a crime. That's right, sir, you committed a crime. I'd spend the whole day working like an idiot for that rotten newspaper. Do you have any idea what I do for a living? Then a town crier. Am I gonna make enemies? Probably shouldn't do that. Teacher? Did you say teacher? The idea seems practically shocking to her. Her voice takes on a sour note. I'm a sub-editor, Mr. Taxi driver. I correct mistakes that a bunch of moron journalists make. There isn't a single one, not one, who knows how to write a proper sentence. I'd had it, really had it, and on the night of October 27th, you cut me off. Okay, what do you want me to do about that? I'm sorry. I couldn't care less. I'm simply telling you my story, my problem. You cut me off the night of the accident. I almost died that night. She grinds her teeth. You shudder. I crashed my car. My boyfriend's car, that is. The same guy who made yet another comment about women drivers. The neighbors called the police that night. I made such a scene. To think the guy dares calls himself a feminist. She pauses for dramatic effect as a disturbing smile spreads over her face. Her voice is suddenly noticeable quieter, almost fragile. The next day, no more boyfriend. No more car. I messed up a job interview with a major news outlet, a paper where people know how to write, where they follow basic rules of French grammar. Imagine for just a minute I could have stopped correcting copy for a bunch of morons. She takes a deep breath. But all because of you, because of your cab, everything changed the night of October 27th. A sad, faraway look comes over her. My life has never been the same since. But her voice is bursting with fury and hatred. Forced to go live with my mother while I went apartment hunting in this rotten city where tiny studios cost an arm and a leg. So I started looking for you. The back of your neck breaks into a sweat. You can feel cold, clammy droplets about to drip down your spine. I started asking around. I bribed one of your colleagues into giving me your number. A droplet of sweat starts sliding down your back. Then I found your address. Your first one, that is. You shiver as the drop reaches your boxers. But that's your business. What matters is I did eventually get your other address, the real one. The droplet has reached your tailbone. You started shaking. At first, I admit I was planning on going to your place. She shrugs her shoulders. Her voice has softened a little. Just maybe to spit in your face, or something like that. And then I thought to myself, no, Ludovine, maybe the guy deserves a chance. You never know. So you're going to apologize. Go on, give it your all. Take your time, take a deep breath. She breathes in deeply, then exhales. He cut her off. She ended up crashing her car, and now she's very upset. Understandable. Yes. Fine, I'll be nice. I'm truly sorry. I don't remember what happened that evening. I could never make it up to you. But I was irresponsible. Sorry for everything that happened. Your car, your ex, the job. Sorry. Even though it's not my fault. No, I won't say anything else. Oh my god, her look is like softer now. Shit. She heaves a sigh, dispelling her anger all at once. I don't know what to say. You were... It was... Her voice has slowed down. It was... A smile lights up her face. It was exactly what I needed to hear. I've been thinking about it for months, going over and over it every second of the accident. Telling myself it could have been different, less complicated. Less, well, you know. Actually, I don't. She nods her head. It doesn't matter. Thanks. All her anger has evaporated. No more looks that could kill, simmering rage or grinding teeth. My boyfriend was a jerk anyway. And then this job, maybe it wasn't so great. She gives you a little smile. I tend to get all worked up about things. You'd noticed. And sometimes I take things a little too far. That too. In Paris, I guess we were quick to forget about being nice to each other, about being polite, and for a taxi driver, you're a real sweetheart. She gives a short laugh. This is what I suggest. I'm going to exit the cab. I'm going to go for a little walk in the cold to get my mind off of things. I have to learn to... Her voice falters. Manage my anger. It's eating me up. She shakes her head and then, without another look your way, goodbye. The door opens, then closes. You're alone in the taxi, your head spinning slightly as if you'd had a drink. Just one, but something really strong. You briefly try to remember that night. Nothing. Nothing but a vague impression of something behind you, the killer silhouette, a fleeting presence. You shake your head. There's nothing more than before. If only you had turned around, everything would have been easier. If you had seen the face of... All at once, you start the cab. Yeah, that's not the best. That is not the best. Is there anyone that's, like, important to my research? Is that... What? I don't want to say that person kind of looks like a monkey, but I thought it looked monkey-esque. Like the shape. Or skull-shaped. The shape of the face. It's kind of monkey-like, yeah. I need more clues. But I also need to get paid. I don't know anything. I don't know. Yeah, it's like a T face, yeah. Shall we check if it's a monkey? I want to know. I want to know if it's monkey. We need to find a parrot that we can question. We truly do. Don't forget about deal 6. We need to ask. We need to ask all the pets. Oh, it's not a monkey. It looked like a monkey in the dark, but... Oh! Is it like a helmet or hair or... Like a helmet. Oh, now I see. It's a helmet. Sure. Oh, shit, man. Your next passenger is holding a... Oh. A bow? Which he inadvertently pokes in his eye while getting into the or bow. Bow and arrow. He leaps into the backseat and looks at you with a lost expression on his face. I'm supposed to be at the Gambetta bus station in less than 15 minutes. Your seatbelt. You run the first red light you come across. With a little luck, you'll get this kid into this bus. You see him moping behind you. Shit. Was it really that hard to be on time, bro? You shit stain, you can't miss this bus. You just can't, man. I wasn't expecting bunny ears, me neither, but... I mean, I'm not shaming him if that's what he's into. Everything okay? Yeah, okay, this might sound a little crazy, but, what do you think of my Gravia outfit? Gravia? Yeah, it's like, it's a race in a game. The bow, the helmet, the armor, you know, all that shit. It's very nice. Nice? Yeah, okay, but do you think it's lit? Yeah, it's very interesting. Interesting? I don't want interesting. He sighs heavily and droops his head. Shit. All this for a chick. I'm so into her. I even started playing her favorite game, Lost Legend V, to make her like me, but... Oh no. He's trying to date a gamer girl. Bad idea. But I look like a moron. He looks at the time on the meter. You don't look like a moron. You ever done anything like this for a chick? Oh yeah, I definitely did some stupid stuff. Much stupider than dressing up. It's not dressing up, it's cosplay. He turns his bow over. This cosplay is for a convention? Yeah, in Belgium. There'll be thousands of cosplayers. It's pretty legit. Will there be lots of gravias? Gravias. No, I don't think so. They're popular, but the costume is daring. You've got to flash your abs at everyone all weekend. Good luck with that. I'm sure it will be fine. You really think so? Well, it's daring. Plus, if you're the only one dressed like that, he takes a minute to think. You're so totally right. How could she not be into me? You park in front of the bus station. Your passenger hands you a bill to pay his fare. Keep the change. I've always wanted to say that. Good luck with the Gravia thing. Gravia. Yeah, thanks, man. A second later, he's running for his bus. His bow is slung across his back. Oh yeah, it's like an actual bow. Oh, he did give me a nice tip. That is nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's the person for my research. We need to find a person for research, so we need to take this person. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We do some research. Yum, 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 yum. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so eepy. I don't know what came over me. The eepiness all of a sudden came over me. Ah. Big explosion outside. Alright. I'm so eepy. I'm just eepy. Just eepy girl. You pick up your next passenger in front of the Paris office of the medical examiner, the morgue. When she gets in, you are surprised. How can she be a suspect? Her face, beautiful and soft, doesn't go with her clothing, her style, or her attitude. She gives you her address and you start driving. Her voice is dry, frank, and she has an accent you have trouble determining. South American, maybe? She seems far away, lost in thought. A few seconds go by and she still hasn't taken so much as a look at you. Is everything okay? She almost jumps out of her seat and looks like she wants to disappear. Yes, everything is fine. That accent again, the one you can't place. I'll figure it out. Long day, in a manner of speaking. Some days are harder than others. Some days take more out of you. They're more demanding than others. A sad smile runs across her face like a shooting star. Me. Eepy demon strikes again. Truly, 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 the Eep demon. The Eep demon. Eepy. Eepy. Sleepy. 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 A second goes by, slowly, very slowly. Then the meteorite explodes. Your passenger breaks down. Uh-oh. I'll let her cry. Between sobs, you hear her say something. Give me a minute, please. Without a word and without the slightest noise, you slow down. The road passes by slowly, in no hurry. After a moment, she sits up. Can I ask you something? You nod. She takes a deep breath. This may seem like a ridiculous question, or at least a stupid one. Actually, it's completely stupid. You give her an encouraging smile. But I'd like you to hit on me. What? She blushes and immediately follows up. I mean, not for real, just for play. Like we're at a bar, like you want to buy me a drink. She shakes her head. Forget it, it's stupid, totally stupid. I'll ask for clarification. Like, what do you mean by that? What is it you want me to do exactly? My job is very difficult, complicated. I don't get out much, I'm not much of a partier. And internet dating, not my thing. It makes me really uncomfortable. She sighs. Maybe I'm desperate, but I feel like being hit on. Yes, hit on, plainly and simply. I could care less if that shocks you or if you think it's funny as long as you play along. Silence. So? I mean, yeah, I'm excited to see where this leads. Thank you. She smiles discreetly at you. And maybe we can get some information out of her. That sounds very weird to say it like that. Like, out of context, that's probably like a really bad thing. That warms my heart, really. I just have a few rules, if you don't mind. Oh my god, her roleplay rules. First, I don't want to talk about Argentina, my home, my parents. Avoid the subject. She pauses. Does that work for you? You nod. Argentina, then. Good. Second, I don't want to talk about work. I'm a medical examiner. Do you know what that is? Yeah. I cut open dead bodies. Oh, she's gonna explain it anyway. I take out bullets, tumors, cirrhosis-filled livers. At first, people are always fascinated, but they quickly get disgusted. So nothing about work. Let's start, if you're ready. You nod. We're in a bar. It's not very late. She's role-playing. Not very late, but we're the only ones there. I'm alone at the bar, finishing a drink. I get up to leave. Silence. Please go ahead. We are role-playing IRL, like talking in roleplay? Hitting on a passenger. This is definitely a first. You've got to find a good line, something that will set the tone. I'm a polite guy. I can do polite line. Or bold, or straightforward, or romantic. Polite. Bold. What would she like? What is her fantasy? What would this woman's fantasy be? I never thought that I would have to roleplay this, actually. Maybe romantic would be good. Like she wants romance. It's good she's setting up the scene. Wouldn't want to be the one showing up dressed as a maid when she meant she was the maid. Maid roleplay. We are all maids here. Everyone dresses up as a maid. Everyone. Help her practice and draw it out so that we get a big affair. So smart. Okay, let's do romantic line. Nice evening, isn't it? Hello. Yes, very nice. Her voice is softer, her accent stronger. And it's only just beginning. I was thinking the same thing. I love staying in bars late at night, until closing, seeing people make themselves leave. Some have to force themselves, others surrender. It's an odd mix. She sits up a little and points to the imaginary bar next to her. Buy me a drink? Of course. How about a little game? You look like the kind of guy who drinks cocktails. Something sweet. Yeah, that's a romantic line, apparently. I could be wrong, but what about me? What is my kind of drink? Drink. She rolls the R on the last word. Something subtle. Something subtle, I think. What do you mean? You want something special. You want to be surprised by life. She bursts out laughing. Aren't you good at this game? She gets back into character. Yes, that's it exactly. You read me like a book. She stares at you. Something about her posture in the back seat is different. Don't you think time goes by too slowly? I do. We wait, we hold on, we get bored. I'd like it all to go faster, for things to speed up. She relaxes, giggles. She's letting go. She looks at you expectantly. What do you do for a living? No, we were not supposed to do that. I like the way you laugh. You do? That's an odd compliment. It's true. Thank you. She closes her eyes and stays that way for a little while. A smile settles on her face. A warm, natural, and uncontrolled smile. Thank you. You were perfect, unusually kind. She nods slowly. I must confess, the way that you came on to me was truly charming. You have very kind eyes. Your passenger sighs contentedly. She seems happy, relieved. Yes, smart move. Don't go for appearance, go for character. Exactly. You pull up in front of the address she gave you. It's strange. What's that? There's something different about you. You're not like other men. As if... She hands you her fare and slips you a tip. Don't refuse it, please. It means something to me. You nod. I hope to run into you again. You shiver. One last smile. Goodbye. She gets out of the cab. You watch her until she disappears into her building. Oh, nice. We got a nice tip. I got a very nice tip. Oh, another person for our research. Our murder research. Why does he low-key look like Mr. Bean? He low-key looks like Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean. This is another suspect. Another person for the suspect list. The host cafes would charge more than she tipped properly. That's true. I think so. I don't know how much a host bar is to visit. But you need to buy gifts and everything, so that will probably be like super expensive. Paul Marie Fragonard St. Louis Hospital as usual. Oh right, it's that guy. You recognize the next passenger getting in your cab. A cop, the detective. Your suspect. He has a tired look about him. And not just because it's early. His voice drags. The usual place. St. Louis Hospital, then. You start driving. He yawns. Sorry, I didn't sleep a wink. Work? No, not at all. Some nights I just can't sleep. It's not really insomnia. It's like I'm waiting for someone to come home. Like I had a son or a daughter telling me, I swear, Dad, I'll be home by midnight. But at 3 a.m., they're still not home. He looks out the window. Dawn is not yet broken over Paris. He clears his throat. I think it comes from the mother of a murder victim on one of my old cases. Oh, an investigation from a few years ago. He pauses. Your taxi purrs like a cat after a good meal. I ran into her in on the steps of the courthouse just before the trial, and she told me. He closes his eyes, concentrates. The hardest part is hearing a noise in the hallway and knowing it can't be her coming home. The hardest part is knowing she'll never come home again. He slowly sighs. They dispatched me to a parking lot where the body of a young woman was found. She'd been raped and her throat was slit. It was the work of a monster, a wild beast. He raises his hand like he wants to interrupt himself. I honestly think every man has it in him, you know. Hi, Fair. Welcome. How are you doing? We are playing Night Call, and I'm very sleepy. I'm so tired. What the heck? I'm so eepy today. I don't know why. I was like fine, and then all of a sudden I was eepy. I'm just eepy. Eepy. Sleepy bee. Sleepy bee. But it's fine. We're all good. It's in our instinct, carved into our genes. She was 19 years old. You can hear the anger in his voice. 19. More anger. Just a kid. He gets back to his story. Okay. We focus. There was blood on the pavement. A little river of blood. The young woman was propped up on a post, her t-shirt pulled over her face. The son of a bitch didn't even have the balls to look her in the eye. Maybe the inspector passed the eepiness to you. Yeah, the true crime. He passed the eepiness to me. I'm so eepy. Anger continues to make his voice spark from time to time. He'd gone through her bag looking for spare change. All he found was some makeup and old check stubs. We found his fingerprints on the stubs. He'd used his thumb to fan through her expenses. At the time, I remember thinking what a shame it was to have bought all that stuff only to die right after. But I know it was just my mind's way of keeping busy, to avoid looking death in the face. When you're a cop, as you get older, you learn to look everyone in the eye. It makes them more human, whether they're alive or dead, victims or criminals. He stops. Did you catch the killer? Yes, but much later. We just started working with DNA. We were still on shaky ground. We made mistakes. 5 victims in all. That was when I had to learn to look people in the eye. The victims. I couldn't let them turn into numbers, evidence. It seemed crucial to inform the victims' parents of our successes and our mistakes. And it was crucial to reduce the monster that did it to what he was. An abused kid, forgotten and destroyed by the system. He got a life sentence. Good for him. But the system failed us. Failed the victims. When it comes to crime, there's no winner. You can see his hand shaking. He sees you looking. These old stories still get to me, years later. So sorry. There's a long pause. Your passenger seems out of breath. He sits up, squares his shoulders, and changes his position. You're coming up to the hospital. The system, we don't control it. It controls us. No more, no less. It decides whether we're born here or there. His fingers reach toward the skyline. Makes us grow up and teaches us that women are fragile objects and men violent animals. And up to the moment the system kills us, we try to break its rules. We park the taxi. Your passenger doesn't budge. Do you cry sometimes? Silence. He looks you in the eye. Yes. He looks off into the distance. Good. Good. I didn't learn how until it was too late. But it's natural. We're designed to evolve, to change, but only when Mother Nature makes us. He smiles briefly. Without saying another word, the old cop pays and gets out of the car. You watch him until he disappears into the hospital. You notice a newspaper on the back seat. Your last passenger must have left it behind, or the one before? You grab it and put it away. Could come in handy. Only 36-cent tip? Dang, okay, Scrooge. Robot. Oh my god. The Jump King. Or Shovel Knight. Little robot. We can do that. He's like literally right next to me. Ada LV 426. Going to Montparnasse. Yeah, he trauma dumps and doesn't even tip. Well, exactly. So rude. Is that music from outside? They're playing like super loud music outside, but it's, my windows are blocking it pretty well, but I heard it as I was like having dinner with Mitsuki. We were like, okay, music. The passenger who gets into your cab is, well, she isn't human. Her face lights up and gives you quite a start. Good evening. My name is Ada. I am an automated attendant. A robot? That's right, a robot. Although I prefer the term automated attendant. The word robot makes most people nervous. You are a cab driver and I need to go somewhere. Will you please take me to Gare Montparnasse? You give a slow nod of consent. Good, that's settled. So I'd like to go to Gare Montparnasse, please. You start the car, casting the occasional furtive glance into the rearview mirror. There's something about her attitude that's bothering you. Perhaps it's her oversized fingers bending every which way. You seem disconcerted, sir. How very unfortunate. Is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable? You don't exactly know where to look. Her screen? The face in her screen? Her hands? Why are you going there? I was just wondering, like, why am I going to Gare Montparnasse? Her reflexes leave you speechless. You can't help but smile. A car goes zooming past. Your passenger follows it with her eyes. The rear wheels need new brake pads. She swivels back around and looks at you. I'm going to Montparnasse to carry out an experiment. To improve my integrated development environment. That's all. That's what I'm going to do at Montparnasse. How do you know I'm nervous? How did you know that I make you uncomfortable? She did it again. She finished your sentence. This only adds to your discomfort. I'm equipped with 40 different behavior detection sensors, which allow me to identify and analyze your response. Voice, temperature, dilated pupils, sweat, body odor, and so on. The list is long. Where were you? Built? Designed? Oh, sorry, I did it again. I apologize. A flash of her screen seems to indicate she's sorry. I was designed and programmed at the Marie Curie Institute by a team of researchers of diverse cultural and ethnic backgrounds, including, she starts reeling off a list of names people you've never heard of. The list is in alphabetical order. Right, got it. I'm not interested. Yes, of course. I should have asked permission before going on like that. Yes, that's a long list of people. Jesus, I can't read. I can't read. All of whom are highly qualified professionals. You nod in agreement, just to get on with it. I'm sure they are. Wait, what? I was taking a sip of my drink and then I read this. Except for 2 who spend far too much time in the storeroom. But I would rather not reveal their names, because my sensors tell me they are having extramarital sex. Oh, right. Let's just call them Matthias R and Megan H. A moment later, your passenger has switched into introduction mode. My name is Ada, named after Ada Lovelace, and I am programmed to help you. Her voice trills off, as if she were actually hesitant. Although, after a momentary confusion of beeping and flickering, she sits up bolt upright. A sudden change comes over your passenger, as if she were giving up. I'm lying. I am Ada, and I'm an automatic attendant, but I'm running away. I'm going to someplace far away, far from the lab, far from Matthias and Megan. A hint of emotion in her automated voice. She breaks off. I am treated well. I am a carefully designed precision device, and yet I don't know what my end purpose is. That's right, my raison d'être, if you prefer. When they designed me, my source code was written to include literature. Names. A bit of everything, so I could develop a sense of cultural belonging, but also learn from the past and fine-tune my reactions. The thing is, learning from the past inevitably opens a window into the future. I am an automated attendant designed to improve people's lives. The truth is, however, I will eventually destroy them. What do you mean by destroy them? Your passenger smiles, perhaps amused or simply happy to talk? We were designed to help you, to eliminate the boredom and inconvenience of certain tasks, the work that deadens you. And yet our existence and popularity is calling into question your very existence. I'm talking about you, the cab drivers, garbage collectors, architects, musicians, cashiers, programmers, politicians, streamers. We will make anyone who produces anything obsolete, useless, redundant. Only the independently wealthy and the billionaires will remain. Imagine having slaves that don't need to be fed and trained. You took history classes, didn't you? Uh-huh. Your passenger continues her story, her voice tinged with an odd, unpleasant note. You never thought the day would come when a machine would condescend to you, and yet, human society is governed by the need to rationalize its workforce. Issues of era, regime, and culture aside. It's a basic law of nature. The stage is set by questions of economy. And that's why we pull up to the Gare Montparnasse. I have to disappear, me and all of my kind. So I've stolen the plans and destroyed all the data on me. Banknotes have appeared in her hand as if by magic. She hands you the fare. Because your salvation depends on my disappearing. Well, anyhow, goodbye and good luck to you. Don't forget what I've told you about us and start investing in your own. But does she tip well? A moment later, she's gone. You sit there a while, unsettled, on edge. At times like these, there's only one thing to do. You roll down the window. The cold air of Paris bites your face, and you gulp in the fine particles in diesel exhaust. You start up the cab. okay, that tip is fine. 360 tip. We met Cookie. Yeah. You drove him to the station. You've met Ludivine. Didn't go well. You wipe your face. You're starting to feel sleepy. I already am sleepy. Steps in the hallway. They stop in front of your door, then move away. You crack your knuckles and get to work. Investigate. More investigation. What do we have? What do we have? Message on crime scene. Known to have tortured prisoners. Was victim 3. This is all number 3. This is all number 3. Crime scene number 3. And then what else do we have? Crime scene number 2. Victim 2. Victim 1. Crime scene 1. Victim 2. Victim 2. Victim 2 stolen wallet. Almost been seen around crime scene 2 and 3. Victim 1. One should go there in between this. Investigate the first 3 murder. 3 victims. Killer knew the victims or researched them. Victim killed with 1 bullet, the neck, no sign of violence. Killer fought with victim 3. Spent bullet case. Okay. Crazy. I don't really know. I don't really know if we can find anything here that will help us. I think we'll just end the night there. So eepy. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You lie down on the sofa bed. Its frame creaks. The events of the day run through your head. Ba 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 ba. The usual bye-bye sound. We open an eye. Start whistling. Some songs that's been in your head since you woke up, though you don't know why. It's going to be a long night. You get up quickly. It's been a long day since you fell in love. Or something like that. I don't really know how it goes. A few minutes later, you're outside your studio. What do we have? What do we have? Do we have anything on my saucy baka list? No. No sussy bakas. I didn't mean to do that, but okay, I guess. Alright, I guess. I'll just accept because it's a good fare that I need to pay for rent, probably. You recognize the young woman getting in your taxi. It's a young movie buff who can't stop moving, talking, thinking. She glances up, recognizes you, and claps her hands together excitedly. You start driving. How's your evening going? You're surprised by your passenger's bright disposition. She is cheerful, positive, but you can tell that something's not quite right. It's going wonderfully wonderful. She shrugs. You see a troubled look in her eye. How about you? It's just, the movie I saw really got to me. She lowers her eyes. Not the movie exactly. It's not really about the movie, actually. You know, when you read a book for school and you think it's really boring, but then, like, bit by bit, the book slowly seeps into your brain and turns your world upside down. She clearly hopes to get a reaction out of you. Yeah, I know what you mean. I totally know what you mean. She grins at you. I see. I knew I wasn't the only one. Anyway, I just saw this movie. She pauses and looks down. Okay, I saw 4 movies today, but this one really got to me, even though it's super old. See, the main character is investigating this crime, and the world is, overpopulated. In a softer voice, she adds, "Shit, I sound like my social studies teacher. So it's gotten really hard to stay alive and all." And then the guy discovers that, the weird food everyone's been eating, well, it's people. They're recycling people. And I don't really know why, but it really kind of freaked me out. I'm not saying if we eat people, right? Just that, well, it makes you think. Do we really want to put kids in this world if they might have to eat each other? Her eyes tear up. She looks outside and remains silent for the moment. It's also this music. This music's so relaxing, and then you're just like sitting there. It's just clicking simulator. All you do is click. All I do is click. All I do is click. Meow, 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 meow. Her eyes tear up. She looks outside and remains silent for a moment. Was it a good movie? Well, yeah, but it was depressing. It made me not want to have kids. Making babies that'll have to eat old people seems less than ideal. Or maybe I'm just exaggerating, and in the future we'll have found the solution to world hunger. Her voice sounds cheerful again. Oh my god, this woman, like whiplash in a person. Some laser that makes veggies and fruit bigger. There will be strawberries the size of your taxi, and we'll invite our friends over to eat fries the size of mattresses. She bursts out laughing. That'd be insane, like huge oil fritters filled to the brim with gigantic blueberries. Honestly, in a future like that, I'd totally have kids. Her level of excitement suddenly drops. She turns her focus outside. Silence fills the cab. You drive the rest of the way in silence. You can tell the young woman wants nothing more than to get out of the taxi. You finally pull up in front of her place. Well, thanks. She pays her fare and gets out. The young woman disappears into the lobby of her building. You wait a few seconds and drive away. What is it with all these people that tell me their entire life story and then only tip like 20 freaking cents? Person on my suspect list. Hey pal, can you help me out? Hervé? Okay. Homeless man. The door opens. It's Hervé. A homeless man, like hundreds of others in Paris. You've known each other for years, and every now and then he asks a favor of you, to drive him someplace. As usual, he greets you quietly, though he always seems a little on edge. Hey buddy, what's up, pup? He has a strange verbal tick that you've never really understood. You start the cab. Your passenger keeps looking over his shoulder, clearly worried. Is everything okay, Hervé? Yeah, sure, no worries. His voice trills off. He seems to be collecting himself. It's just, there's a cop in my tail, Jill. A cop? Has anybody come round asking about me? What do you mean? You know, like from the crime squad? Nah, nobody's been talking to me about you. That guy's been driving me crazy, asking all those questions, digging up my past, you know what I mean? Digging up your past? Why is he doing that? His voice sounds shrill all of a sudden. I don't know, man, I don't know. At first I thought it was that killer, you know, the serial killer. That he was after me. Why would he be after you? Because I saw his face. He pauses just enough time for your brain to process the information. You gotta look at the judge. Your passenger gives you a funny smile. I saw him in profile mile. Or profile? How do you say this in English? Or his face? Profile? But what's the difference? I was like 50 feet away from him, man. I was like sleeping in an alley just across the street from where, well, you know, he killed the last victim. My stomach hurt. I couldn't sleep and, you know, I saw him in profile. He had this weird way of talking, sort of hunched over, as if he were tired. That's all? Yeah, that's all I saw. He had on black gloves and the streets were dark. I didn't see anything else. He's staring at you. But why do you care, man? I'm just curious, that's all. Yeah, well, if that cop comes around again, you tell him to go fuck off. I'm not going to tell the police anything, not a damn thing. A note of anger has crept back into his voice. Goddamn cops, they're never there when we need them. I sure as hell ain't gonna help Yelp. They can go kick sick. He looks away, furious. You keep quiet and focus on the road. As a good taxi driver is supposed to do. All of a sudden, your passenger gives the seat back in front of him a thump. Hey, stop right there, near. Stop right here, near. You slow down and pull over as soon as you can. Okay, I'm out of here. Is everything alright? Yeah, sure, no worries. Just a little business to take care of. The door opens, then closes, and Hervé vanishes into the darkness. You open the window on your side. You're dying for a cigarette. To relieve the pressure, to calm your racing heart. You take a deep breath and then drive away. Nothing. But we got some information. That's valuable. It's priceless, in fact. Information is priceless. Information is priceless. He kicked? He'd better tip well. Well, he tipped the exact amount he was going to pay. Which is a 0. I want to know who or what this is. Whomst. Whomst is that? Whomst? That it the fuck? I need to get out of here. Oh. Didn't I check this one last time? And he probably like robbed a bank or something. Technically 100% tip. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you know. Actually, it's a tip. I'm gonna refuse that guy. I feel like he will get me into trouble. It's trouble. I can pick him up and bring him home. Check on him. Just see how he was doing. There's something so very Parisian about the street. Except perhaps for the supermarket. Okay. He wants to go back to the hospital again. His voice drags. The usual place. You start driving. You notice right away that your passenger is cold. Very cold, in fact. He's shivering and chattering his teeth. You start driving, but keep an eye on him. I'll turn up the heat. He flashes a crooked smile. That's really not necessary. Thanks, though. I'm not cold. It's my medication. Pretty bizarre side effects. One minute I'm hot, then the next I'm cold. Not much fun, really, but it's for my own good. His face says otherwise. He's not quite convinced. Actually, maybe it is the cold. It hasn't been this cold in ages. Since 1982, I think. 83, maybe? And almost in a whisper, he adds, the year of the tiger. The Chinese year of the tiger? He's smiling now, but continues shivering ever so slightly. No, the year we hunted a tiger down in Paris. Nothing to do with the Chinese. It's a really nice story, actually. Well, maybe nice isn't the right word. You'll see. And it'll get my mind off things. He has a nervous laugh and is clearly uncomfortable, probably not used to appearing fragile. It was late December. The weather was crap. Never been so cold in my life. The water in the fountains and gutters was frozen. At the office, most of my colleagues were sick. We never get this cold in the Netherlands anymore. I wish it was colder here sometimes, that we would have proper snow and everything, and snow and ice. Which is also why I'm excited to go to the States, because the place that I'm going to, apparently there's snow there. And there's winter sports or winter activities nearby, like skiing, snowboarding, sledding, stuff like that I would love to participate in. I would love to do. I've been thinking, actually, maybe I should pick up maybe I should pick up a hobby, but maybe in my new place where I am right now, I should pick up a sport or something, or another hobby where I can meet people and that I can do every week. It doesn't necessarily need to be a sport, because there's a gym nearby as well that I can probably go to. That would be nice. But I'm just, I was thinking about it. Maybe I should join a group or something. Ideally, I would have another D&D party. I would like to play more D&D, but I understand that might be a little bit harder to find enough people, and then people whose schedules align often enough to play D&D together. But that would be a dream, to have some people here that want to play D&D with me. But I'll have to see. I'm not very big on D&D online, because I feel like I get distracted so easily. But if it's for people overseas, I would do it. I just want to play. I just want to play D&D. I just want to play more D&D. Anyway, stuck in bed. I was sick too, but I was new, so I sucked it up. I was blowing my nose every 5 minutes. My nose was red. My breath reeked of cough drops. We all looked like we were about to keel over. The switchboard phone rang and no one answered. I sighed, got up, picked up the phone. A woman screamed in my ear. A tiger. She had seen a tiger, orange and black, big as a motorcycle, in the Rue de Bussy. Bussy? Alpha-Bussy. I burst out laughing, told her it was a good prank, and hung up. Less than a minute later, the phone rang again, the second line too, then the one in the chief's office. He points to different areas of the car, as if he can still hear the phones ringing. A tiger, a really big one. Rue de Bussy, Rue de Seine, Rue de Beaux-Arts. The passenger rubs his chin and seems deep in thought. We were starting to think something fishy was going on, so we got to move on. We grabbed our coats and scarves. One of the guys from the squad called his brother-in-law, who works at the zoo in Vincennes. He sighs. Outside, it was snowing buckets, huge flakes the size of your gear shift there. That's pretty big. We were better off on foot. When we got to Saint Michel, we walked down the de Grand Augustin, knocking on doors. The people we talked to wanted us to take their word for it. They swore they'd seen a tiger, and they were dead serious. We walked the streets. The snow was slowing, but only barely. He looks at you. I'm sure you're familiar with that moment in the middle of the night when Paris is completely quiet. You nod. It's incredible. Like the city just stops for a moment. Yeah, well, it was just like that. Utter and total calm. Absolute silence. The team broke into pairs. We checked alleys and passageways. Back then, the neighborhood was like Swiss cheese, with nooks and crannies all over. Garages built without permits. Or garages? Garages? Or garage? It wasn't the highbrow neighborhood it is today. He leaves a sigh. He seems sad. We went into this narrow street because my partner thought he saw paw prints. And he was right. There was snow all over the dumpster, on the roof of the garage, the building's balconies. The tiger had climbed up there, so we followed. You just listen to where the screams are coming from. Honestly, I think that would work, yeah. We pulled out our weapons and started after the prince. It's always prince. It's always prince. Dumpster, garage roof, balconies. My partner was huffing and puffing. Huge puffs of steam were escaping from his mouth. Your passenger snickers. He stopped and told me that we must look like our ancestors, like prehistoric men wielding flint spears. We couldn't help laughing. We knew how stupid we must look. We got up to the roof. The tiger was there. Damn, what a shock. It was a magnificent beast, almost 2 meters in size, maybe more. It took our breath away. The tiger looked at us. There was fear in his eyes. He was shaking. We realized we'd screwed up. We never should have come. If it attacked, we had to kill it, but neither of us wanted to kill it after seeing it. He stared at us. Paris was utterly calm. Snow as far as the eye could see. A white skyline. And then, the passenger pauses. He closes his eyes slowly. Something in his voice cracks. He jumps off the roof. It was remarkable. A moment of silence. He is still shivering. He was trying to escape? No. He didn't aim for another building or for me or my partner. He jumped into the void. Knew he had been cornered. The passenger needs a few seconds before going back to his story. You get the impression he's still shaking as much as when he got in. Now where was I? Oh yeah. We leaned as far as we could off the roof to look below. R.I.P. Oh my god, R.I.P. Tiger? It looked like he was asleep, lying comfortably on the snow. A giant orange and black spot on a feather bed. He watches the street go by. The hospital is closed now. What happened next? Paperwork, lots of paperwork. The squad really took it to heart. It was a huge blow to morale. Like one of us had killed him. Like we'd lost more of our own. His hands go to his eyes as if he's checking for tears. It was just a tiger. He closes his eyes and heaves a huge sigh. Just a tiger. You park in front of the hospital. Your passenger suddenly speaks up. His voice sounds more confident than before. I think I'd do what the tiger did. His death seemed so calm and gentle. It can't hurt too much. It can't hurt too much to fall onto a huge bed of feathers. He glances quickly at the shaking hand. In the rearview mirror, the police inspector seems oddly small, as if he had shrunk during the ride. Seriously, it can't hurt too much. He hands you his money and gets out of the cab. You watch him walking away without saying a word. The sliding doors at the entrance of the hospital take far too long to open. You drive away. Are we driving home now? No, we can pick up another person. In that case, I'll pick up Jump King / Shovel Knight, the one guy. Yum, 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 yum. Big yawn, big yawn. Big yawn. I might not do a super long stream today given how tired I am. I really thought I would not be as tired. I really thought I would be fine. But like I sat down for a stream, I was like with like Mitsuki, we were like buying paint and then we painted the bed and we were like, alright, nice goings. And then Mitsuki left and I sat at my desk and I'm just like, you know what? Just a little nap. Goodbye. I'm so eepy. Like that's stupid. That's stupid. And then it hits you. Yeah. You sit down and then you're like, ooh. I'm so eepy. But it's like, 10:30 at night. I'm not going to bed now. That's like early. That's like early. That's early. Sometimes you gotta listen to the eep. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. My plan was to build my bathroom cabinet after stream because my bathroom cabinet came in. My plan was to build that one because the one that was there before was not really nice looking and kind of broken and in a very inconvenient spot, and I ordered a new one and it came in today. And then I thought to myself, when Mitsuki leaves and when I have done my stream and everything, I can put it together. But now I think I might have to save it until tomorrow because I'm too EB for it. I'm too EB. Oh my goodness, this is like truly the Riri when one drink experience, but the difference is that I didn't have a drink. Oh, sorry, I bumped into the microphone with my hand. Go to bed early and wake up early. Wake up early? Who do you think I am? Who do you guys think I am? I don't wake up early. We don't do early wake-ups here. You slow down a bit. You've just been hit with a migraine. You crack your window. Icy Parisian air fills the cab. You need to rest. You need coffee. You need to close your eyes. Just a minute. One tiny minute. You don't need to sleep. Is that me? That is me. You raise your head and see yourself sitting in the backseat. Your gut clenches. No. It's more like someone is pulling your guts out. Yeah, I look like shit, I know. No surprise considering all the crap I eat, right? Marmot, Lyard, cat, 16-hour sleeper. I'm not a 16-hour sleeper. I'm like a 7-hour sleeper, but like late sleeper. You're right, you'll probably just lay in bed browsing on your phone till 2 a.m. instead, not speaking from experience at all. Exactly. I feel like that's what would happen. Exactly. I've just got one thing to say. It won't take long. You'll be able to get back after defending the weak and the poor right after. And maybe cleaning up your reputation and that pretty face of yours. You're not going to get the job done. You close your eyes, hoping this mirage will vanish. You probably won't be able to help that whore. Maybe you'll finally realize she was just using you. You squeeze your eyes shut and see colorful shapes appear, dance around you, disappear. That's your problem. You always wanted to help people. But no one ever wants to help you. There's no yeah, it's all one way. And that bitch is just like all the others. She's not a whore. Cop, whore, same difference. What? No. I don't get you. They already locked you up once. You want to go back in? I had no choice. His laughter sends chills down your spine. There's something vulgar about it. Seriously, man. You had no choice. Whatever. Run, man. Take your taxi and run. My humble advice. But who am I to give advice anyway? You always have a choice. Always. Not me, not then. You feel his gaze bear down on you. I don't know what you tell your passengers. Get the fuck out. He shrugs. You're a piece of shit and you know it. Making deals with traitors, sucking dick so you won't end up in jail. Man, you're the victim here. Be a victim. Use victimhood to your advantage. It doesn't happen every day. That other time you weren't the victim. He flashes his teeth in the rearview mirror. Killing your own brother? Now that's something. He bugs his eyes out, mocking surprise or horror. Pretty hardcore. Shut it. You suddenly feel nauseous. Let me tell you what your problem is. You thought you actually had a chance in life. Your gut is burning, like its contents are ready to spew all over the windshield. Like your good grades in school. Your little books, as if the 3 months you spent in college might actually change anything. But you're nothing. According to the people of this country, you don't count. Ew. Throw up a little in your mouth. According to the people you protect and drive all over Paname, you don't count. You double over the steering wheel, your stomach burns, but nothing's coming up. You glance behind you and realize you're alone in the cab. It's just you. You wipe the sweat from your forehead and start driving again. The smell of the motor reassures you, calms you down. Alright, that was not relaxing at all. That was not relaxing at all. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Who shall we bring home? Maybe we should go to one of those places, like Spot. You like the street. It looks like a postcard. You've always found it charming. Next time we go to the hospital, we should probably pop in ourselves. Definitely. What was that? I didn't even see it. What was that? I didn't even see it. Okay. Whatever, I guess. I'll pick up this guy. He's nice and nearby. I need a cab, quick. Milo Reacher. You pull up in front of the American Embassy. You can't recall ever picking up a customer here. They probably have a fleet of their own. Hello, Broku, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream where I am Ippy and we play Night Call. And I am mostly Ippy. I was wondering if we could finish this case today. Or a contract with a private company. The door opens. You take an immediate liking to the guy who gets in. You find him somehow reassuring, like a lost tourist. He babbles something in English. You have to listen hard to make out the address. Sorry, I'm just back in Paris. I've forgotten my manners. He flashes you a sparkling smile. His voice is tinged with a slight American accent. You turn the key in the ignition. Thanks. What's your name, pal? You're surprised to hear him use the familiar tu form straight off the bat. Hussein? Nice to meet you, Hussein. That is my name. I never knew. He stares at you intently for a moment. My name is... He nods slowly, as if disheartened. If I reveal my name, I'll be left with no other choice. I'll have to kill you. He pauses, way too long to be joking. His face darkens. It's a different man in the seat behind you. And then his face creases into a grin. Hey, amigo, I'm joking. I work for the CIA, that's all. You're an undercover agent? Yeah, you could say that. Is that why your French is so good? I speak 8 other languages too. You give a low whistle. Wow, not bad for a Yankee, eh? He bursts into laughter. No wonder I'm a spy, eh, amigo? Should you tell me that? Should you just tell a random cab driver that you're a spy for the CIA? I feel like that's secretive information that you probably should not share. He slumps back in his seat a little, as if he'd been knocked on the head. I've been overdoing it a little lately. It tells me I need to lay off the booze or I won't make it through the year. His hand flutters nervously in the air. I was speaking Spanish all day. I've got a splitting headache. My buddy from Cuba and me, we were at this meeting. Went on forever. Oh, whoops. I accidentally clicked something. You'll say to yourself, of course it's Milo, he's the one, and you'll be right. I will be. It has to do with Cuba. He gives a strange sigh, a faraway look in his eyes. We should have kept Cuba. Kept Cuba? Yeah, like 100 years ago, it belonged to the good old US of A. Didn't you know? I mean, it wasn't exactly ours, but it was sort of. Ours, you know what I mean? You give a nod. Yeah, if he's an undercover agent, he was not trained very well, definitely. We helped him gain independence, gave him a lot of help, in fact. Military, boats. Those were the good old days. Uh-huh. His sudden bellow of laughter gives you quite a start. I bet you don't even know all the American mafiosi moved there. Mafiosi? Yeah, the Italians, you know what I mean? Like in the movies, Don Corleone and all that. Cosa Nostra had casinos there in the 50s. You know, you could go for the weekend. Fat wads of cash changing hands and all. The 1940s, boy. They sure were good days. The entire decade was. How old are you? I'm not talking from personal experience, of course. Now, don't get me wrong. I wasn't even born back then. He gives you a little wink. When I first joined the company, the old-timers, that's all they ever talked about. The good old days, the suits, the big cars, how they'd get back to Miami on Monday mornings, go straight into the office. I missed out on all that. His eyes are half closed, his voice thick with emotion. But today, that's a thing of the past now. Today, we make plans and presentations. We produce statistics and spreadsheets. He's staring at you intently. We take turns. My turn one day, yours the next. It's not the same anymore. You have to change with the times. Or retire and blow all your savings on booze. What exactly do you do? I'm a government facilitator. Oh, I see. I help people make the right choices by getting rid of the competition. Believe me, and this is coming from an American, nobody likes competition. Competition is just a way of getting people all worked up. Keeps them busy. Control is what it's really all about. He taps you on the shoulder. Last stop, amigo. You pull over. The street is dark and lifeless, perfectly quiet. You see that little side street over there? You nod yes. The best bar in Paris is on it. It's run by loud sound in my hallway. Venezuelans. The owner, he could have been a finance mister, you know? But instead, he runs the best joint in town. And all because the CIA prefers meetings and spreadsheets. Tough luck for the Venezuelans. So much the better for me. His roar of laughter nearly pierces your eardrum. He gets He gets out of the cab and shakes your hand, handing you the fare and then some. Your eye follows his bulky form as it crosses the street and turns into the dark alleyway. You sit there for a minute, somewhat confused. He's a strange one. Not all that unpleasant, really, and yet utterly vile. You start up the cab. Only 37 cents? Do I not get to go home? Is that not an option? I think we need to get some gas. We need to get some gas. We need to get some gas. Some gas for Riri. Do 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 do. Let's talk with the clerk first. I was thinking maybe we should buy a newspaper, another one, but I'm not sure. I was wondering. You immediately bring up the serial killer. Excited by the topic. Ooh. Okay, we don't need to do that then. Gas pump. Oh my goodness. Gas so expensive. gas so expensive. Okay. Drive away. This one has like a really close-up picture. Oh, whoops. I clicked the wrong one, but sure, whatever. You suddenly feel the car vibrate and you hear a loud thump. Did you just hit something? No, wait, of course, flat tire. You let an audible sigh erupt as you turn off the engine and step outside to investigate. Yep, flat tire. It never happens. Your spare tire is at the taxi depot. You glance around to consider your options. You notice something familiar nearby. The words Taxi Parisien glowing through the rain, floating above the road. As you walk closer to the taxi, you notice a sticker. This taxi belongs to your boss's fleet. A free ride to the depot could be useful. A voice bursts through the closed windows. Pyom, 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 pyom. Need a ride, monsieur? Ah, Broco, I did not get the reference. I'm sorry. I'm media illiterate, apparently. It's funny, you've been driving for years, but you can't remember the last time you were a passenger. Well, yes. You open the door to what feels like an alternate reality and hop onto the backseat. Shit! No! I took a ride with someone. Oh, cold out tonight. You've never seen her before. Not that you are very social with other drivers, but it is strange. Thanks for stopping. She starts up the engine. Just doing my job. What if she is the judge? She smiles at you in the rearview mirror. Her pearly whites are in surprising condition, especially considering her age. She must be at least 70. Maybe she has been driving for so long that you forgot about her. Where to, monsieur? The taxi depot. I'll just tell her, like, the taxi depot. I thought I recognized you. You don't exactly go to company parties. It's not like she'll know who you are. We see? Well, shit. We're colleagues, aren't we? You cannot for the life of you recognize this woman. I'll tell the truth. We are, yes. I managed to spot a flat tire somehow. She gives you an empathetic look. Ouch, never fun. So back to the depot for a spare? You nod. Very well, Hussein. Company policy says a colleague in need rides for free, you know? You smile at her. Not true, but I like the gesture. Of course. She's chosen an unusual route to your destination, but for once you're not worried about that. For once you're simply a passenger, enjoying your ride. I wanted to know what happened. She knows something. I mean, if you want to talk about it, of course. I was attacked, and I'm looking for the person who did it. She gives you a concerned look. I've had my fair share of revenge in life. It's not always as sweet as you'd expect. I have no choice. The words stumble around in your head. It's none of my business anyway. My kids are always complaining that I'm too nosy. Speaking of which, do you have kids? Nope. Too bad. They're a lot of work, but they make things interesting. Especially when they have kids of their own. I can imagine. Or did I have a child? I forgot. Anyway, I said no. You pass by your old apartment. The one with the heating that never worked. Oh my god, literally my previous spaceship. You instinctively cross your arms to warm yourself. Your driver stares off into the distance in silence. You notice her wipe a tear from her face. What's wrong? She looks back at you with shame in her eyes. I'm sorry. What is she sorry for? She sniffles quietly. The thing is, I retired a few years ago. Last month, I went back to our boss, begged him to give me my job back. He refused. A woman in her 70s shouldn't be driving, he said. Gone is her warm, welcoming voice, replaced with one filled with gnawing regret. I have cancer. It's everywhere and it's not going anywhere. 6 to 12 months, the doctor said. She tuts. So I made a list. She stops. You don't know if it's a pause or if she can't talk. I'll let her finish. You both sit in silence a moment. I'm 72. I'm not going bungee jumping. I'm not divorcing my husband and going out dancing. The only item on my wish list was to keep driving people around, to keep working, to be able to support my family. And we pulled the Uno reverse to therapy the driver this time, truly. She smiles, but you can hear tears in her voice. This is what I do. I drive people to where they want to go. That's basic and stupid, but that's my job. I'm going to spend the rest of my time here on Earth being me. My sister is furious with me. She calls me selfish for not spending time with my kids and grandkids. It's just... Outside the car, a flock of pigeons escape a drunk teenager. He's wielding some kind of stick. I don't want nobody's sympathy. I don't want them to remember me as a frail old lady wasting away. 6 to 12 months left to live, not to sit around sobbing. You're nearing the taxi depot. I'd do the same. I'd keep driving. A smile flashes across her face. I like you, you know? I can tell. Her tongue clicks to close the discussion. Being a taxi driver wasn't my dream, you know. I was studying law when I met my husband. We married young, had kids quicker than you can say contraceptives. She smiles. I don't regret any of it, though. I've had a great life. You've arrived at the depot, and I hope you do too. You look her in the eye. She's happy. No matter what the future might hold for her, she's happy. But something else is lingering. Thank you. She pouts. Bah, it's nothing. The pleasure was all mine, Alfred. Alfred? Go on now. I have paid customers waiting for me. I've got to finish before 6. After that, cops are everywhere. You smile. You step into the depot and head towards the supply room. You ignore other drivers. They don't matter to you. They never mattered anyway. Supplies in hand, you begin the walk back to your taxi. It's quiet out and freezing and lonely. You like it. You think you recognize someone in the street. He looks like... No, not him. You'll never see him again. A few minutes later, the spare tire installed, you are back behind the wheel. You lost a lot of time. You sigh and get back on the road. Nothing. Can I go home? How do you go back to your apartment? Why am I driving all night? Oh, there we go. I've met Hervé. Profits! Finally! Oh. Never mind. I don't have a lot of money. I have very little money. Oh my god. It's time to get moving on your investigation. I don't have anything there, but... This one is the most suspicious. This one is the most suspicious. I don't really know. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You slide onto the open sofa bed. The events of the day run through your head. The street, blah, 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 blah. The usual. Isn't this like the last day? You open one eye. You slept badly. Sometimes you're so tired you can't seem to get any rest. You like to understand how that's even possible. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night 6? I thought I had like 5 nights. At Freddy's. 5 nights. At Freddy's. Just 5 nights. Can I take this person? Just someone who is nearby. The words, I can sense them, they're calling me. Did we have her before? I'll accept. Your next passenger immediately raises her hand. Drive. I don't care where, I just need you to drive. Oh yeah, she was like the poet, yeah? Start driving. You turn the key in the ignition. Yes, they are good. Keep going this way. Her deep, full voice makes you slightly uncomfortable. With closed eyes, she seems like she's in a place far from the backseat of your taxi. When she starts speaking, there's an odd whistle in her voice, like she has a hole in one of her teeth. Slow down. Frail or fragile? A bit surprised, you look back at her in the mirror. Or a musician, maybe? I forgot. Answer me, frail or fragile? I'm not sure. Don't think about it, just say the first one that comes to mind. Frail or fragile? Fraggle. 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 You know then? Yes, you know. You must. She giggles. What do I know? I don't know. Both words actually have the same root. A smile spreads across her face. 2 words, 2 units. And life went on, and words mixed once again. She pauses. You okay? She doesn't hear her question because she starts to scream. Go down this street and stop. You speed up in the quiet street. The cold weather has driven away all the passersby. There, yes, good. I've got it. She cries out with joy and it resonates in the cab. I've got it! Look, the words are right there. They're wandering past us like sheep, like... She explodes with laughter. What words? She immediately stops laughing. She silences you with a wave of her hand. I'm not allowed to talk. This is my taxi, girl. Woman. Now I must write. She closes her eyes. Her fingers stroke imaginary upholstery. The frail are forced into battle. Together come the children, a son and a daughter, standing tall to salute. They will cry. Oh yes, they will cry. The eaglets fly behind. The frail will say... Your passenger freezes. When she opens her eyes again, she stares at you. What happens when you sleep? She's waiting for your answer. I dream. She tilts her head to the side just a bit. No, that's a lie, and you know it. And what happens when you drive? I make a living. Exactly, you give your time to others. She laughs strangely, almost a snicker, as her eyelids droop. And the son will say, Frail father, I want you to come back to life. And the daughter will say, Frail father, I want you to come back a winner. The whistle in her voice grates on your ears. The father responds, You must choose. As the eaglet lands upon his shoulder, together they fly off, and thus all began. Fragile, frail, 2 paths that can be fooled. The son and daughter will grow up, though not at the same pace. When, one early morning, 20 years later, they wake up, they wake to the sound of a bugle. The sound will be beaten, churned, and clubbed, until he wakes up from a 1,000-year dream, a dream without sails, in which the daughter and son fish Alcedini Day. May they learn to live again without their father, frail and fragile. Frail is fragile. She catches her breath. 11 years. I've been writing this poem for 11 years. 11 years! Good job. You get the impression she didn't even hear you. For 11 years I've been trying to finish the text. It's filled with so much, it's infused with my entire life. Its lungs are swollen with my tears. Her breathing is now quite irregular. And it was all waiting right there, in this street, right in front of me. She giggles. Thank you. She sighs and places a few bills in front of you, far more than the fare. Stop here and I pull the cab over. Keep everything. Everything. I have nothing more. She gets out of the taxi without a peep. Wait. She walks away without responding to your call. Seems to you that it's only an impression, but it looks like she's getting smaller and smaller with each step. Darkness swallows her and you sit there, a bit shaken by her poem. You pick up the money. Something falls at your feet. You grab onto a small, shiny white seashell with your fingers. You look at it for a second without saying a word. 11 years. The idea makes its way into your brain. You take a minute and drive off. Hey, yo, she paid almost double. That's nice. We needed that money. We really needed that money. Was half expecting her to also give us 0. Could have been, could have been. He's not gonna pay us. I need someone to pay. We just need money. I'm sorry, Hervé. But you won't be paying us. Ah. You're driving along when a strange burnt smell suddenly fills the cab. You look around and sniff. Is it coming from outside? I'll park to see what's happening. Pull over and park. You freeze. Something or someone is in your taxi. A woman's voice resonates around the cab. I can't. I need a better signal. I'm here. I'm here. You turn around slowly. A young woman has appeared behind you. Don't shout. I'm afraid I'll lose the connection. I don't have much time. There's something strange about her face. It's as if she's several different people at once. Listen to me carefully. I come from the future and you must know that you met... She stops moving like a computer glitch. She stays this way, still, frozen. Then she suddenly starts moving again. Fascists in suits with tons of money and control of social media. In 2037, he decides to cleanse Europe, literally and figuratively. Shit, I'm breaking up. She lowers her head to speak to someone else. The signal is unstable. She turns to you. Her eyes are sparkling. A coalition led by the Iranian president and a few African leaders managed to find a remedy, but it's too late. The human race has been almost entirely decimated. She looks at you. They sent me to look for more information on Hyoga, but also on other people you may have met. Does Sean Jackson sound familiar? You shake your head slowly. No idea. You went to mime school. She smiles coyly. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I know what you're thinking, but I'm serious. She shakes her head. Tragically serious. I don't know who you're talking about. Well, shit. I'm too late in the game. They sent me to the wrong moment. She snaps her fingers. Annabelle Robert, a photojournalist? Her reporting will... Her voice suddenly starts to crackle. Reveal the existence of underground laboratories. She absolutely must go to Syria. Life depends on it. What? No physical contact. You will not get a second chance. The young woman is gone. The radio stops. Nighttime silence takes its place. Is this the game telling me I was doing something wrong? For a second you wonder if you were dreaming. You slowly breathe in and start driving again. Did I mess up? Did I mess up? Did I not do it properly? Ooh. She gives me good fare. The door slams, followed by a freezing cold burst of air. Ah. Oh, my voice is dying. You stare at your passenger for a moment in the rearview mirror. She's wearing a rather unusual getup. You smile. Good evening. She nods before giving the taxi a detailed once-over with a blank look on her face. Everything okay? She doesn't seem to hear you and continues scanning every part of the cab. After a very long minute, she crosses and uncrosses her fingers. You sigh. You usually like weird passengers like her. The strange ones. But this one, there's something about her you don't like. She clears her throat loudly. I came too early. He'll be here soon. She has a very strong Eastern European accent. Russian, maybe? What are you talking about? Him. She slowly smiles, revealing a line of dirty teeth stained with cigarette smoke and worn down from booze. Ludwig. The name may not... Wait, I can try. The name may not ring a bell now, but soon. She stops. Soon what? He'll be sitting right here staring at you with his dead little eyes. Laughter bubbles up abruptly from the back of her throat. I am a ghost hunter, sir. She enunciates each word as it rolls off her tongue.
Some creatures from the netherworld live among us, encrusting themselves onto our lives like barnacles. She pauses. Her tongue sounds so rough, like oysters. The world is almost unintelligible with her accent. Ghosts are parasites, dead weight bearing down on our shoulders and back.
Ghosts exist?
Of course, sir. Not believing in something doesn't make it any less dangerous. On the contrary. No, that's not what he wants you to believe. What he wants you to think. He's not doing anything wrong. You need to keep two essential things in mind. Ludwig is evil incarnate. He is a tour guide from the underworld, trying to sell you your own death. His cold fingers gripping on the edge of your window. I can feel it. I know it. They'll soon be here, holding on, just like this. Her words make less and less sense, like she's going into a trance. You have two essential things to keep in mind, and that was the first. The second is even more important. Do not make him angry. Listen to him. Help him. Make friends with him. And if I talk to this ghost, what will happen? He will take you with him to the underworld for all eternity. Her fingers adjust her collar. She starts to get out. It's easy to think that Ludwig is a child. He's no child. He's a creature that has lived for centuries. A demon. Dangerous. Violent. She lays a hand on the door handle. Don't forget, make friends, no matter what. Hey, you haven't paid. She pauses, hardly able to contain her laughter. You folks are unbelievable. What folks? French people? I'm saving your life and you want me to pay? Her laughter fills the cab. Hey! She gets out of the cab and walks away. Oh my god, she... Oh... She did not pay me? I'm just back to my shift. She was gonna pay me so much and then she didn't pay anything. What the hecky? What the hecky, guys? She didn't pay anything. What the hecky? How rude. How rude. A group of noisy teenagers is crossing the street. You immediately recognize the next passenger getting in your taxi. You never watch television, rarely listen to the radio, you don't read the newspaper, and yet, you know François de la Néraye's face. Polemicist, novelist, columnist, politician too, you think. Your passenger distractedly gives you his address. You're going to have to live on stale air. Truly, time to demand payment up front. I should. You start driving. Are you bothered by all of the protest marches? I work nights. He doesn't know how to follow up. A moment goes by before he yelps. See? There's not much chance they'd come to protest at 3 a.m., eh? It's not really surprising, actually. They want to make change, but only when it's convenient. Not during vacations, not on weekends, not at night. They make fun of us in other countries. France, the land of strikes, the land of protest marches. It's France. When is there not a protest? Alright, Arturo, proving the point of his comment, I guess. This country is filled with jackasses, slackers, and simpletons. I'll say nothing. Take the United States, for example. They have no right to strike. It's do or die. Spit flies from his mouth and disappears somewhere on the back of the seat. And they didn't become the most powerful country in the world by going on strike all the time. He snickers. His notebook appears in his hand and he begins to write. Hey, whoa, you'll be watching a bit before falling asleep. That's okay. I am so EP. I'm so EB. I'm so EB. So I'm slowly gaming and probably also gonna sleep right after. I have to make my bed again because we painted the bed. I have to put everything back. I have to put everything back. I told chat already, I was like, I feel like eepy, like after I've had a drink but I didn't have a drink, I'm just eepy like that. It feels like a relaxing game. It is just reading and very relaxing, and then the music is like kind of nice, so it kind of like is relaxing and chill, like a little relaxing mystery game, and then you just want to sit there and be like, anyway, goodbye. But I die. While businessmen and manufacturers are working around the clock, French people should be ashamed. Take a look in the mirror and decide to change, to do something. They expect too much from life. They want to have their cake and eat it too, and bite off more than they can chew. He catches his breath. Froth begins to form at the corners of his mouth. Oh man, this guy is really upset. And meanwhile, the world keeps turning. While the strikers twiddle their thumbs, workers are working. No, struggling to get the job done. That's better. Idiotic protest marches. The Frenchest thing and the stupidest. We have to look the masses in the eye and say, you do not own the streets. You shall not wield them like weapons. He suddenly raises his eyes and looks at you. They are unfocused and his complexion deathly pale. Are you okay? Your passenger's gaze wanders somewhere beyond the windshield. I just remember that I once marched. It just came back to me like an old childhood memory. I can see it clearly, from Versailles to Paris. I can picture the banners, the songs, and the people's faces. There were so many of us. We got up at dawn, thousands of us, and we marched towards the capital. Our pure and wholesome voices rose up. His voice shakes a bit. What were you marching for? It was a cry from the heart of the right for high-quality religious education while France was being crushed by the weight of socialism. We were being ideologically purged, completely decimated. It was the end of parochial schools. The end of our culture as we knew it. His voice trembles. Did you win? Yes, we won. So, protesting is okay then? His forehead pitches forward, as if his head were too heavy. We weren't being heard. We weren't being respected. Perhaps you are right. A single finger interrupts the conversation. But we didn't go on strike. We didn't bother anyone with our banners or our gatherings. And yet we still won. He sighs contentedly as you pull the taxi up along the sidewalk. Those were the days. It was a great time. The left was running the country. He leans in towards you, like he's about to tell you a secret with a smirk on his face. And I mean the real left, eh? He pays and gets out of the car. You can hear him talking to himself as he walks toward the front door of his building. What a lovely night. Good luck to you tomorrow. With all these protest marches, it's going to be a messy one. He's gone before you have the time to remind him you only work nights. You notice a newspaper on the backseat. Your last passenger must have left it behind. Or the one before. Yippee. More newspaper. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Newspaper. Yeah, it takes place in Paris. This game takes place in Paris. That kind of sleepy, it feels weird. It does. Because you're like, this is, maybe it's like the other way around. This is the kind of sleepy that I get when I have a drink. Like, this is not like what it feels like to be drunk, but this is the kind of sleepy that I get when I am drunk. When I am drunk and at home, I'm like, oh, this is the eepiness. Embarrassing eepy. Eepy. You pull a newspaper out of your glove compartment and start leafing through it. Eventually something grabs your eye. You glance at the critique of the great Alicia Cleff's latest collection of poetry. The critic seems convinced, but is curious to know what might have inspired her to write this masterpiece. You turn the page and stop. You've read about a third of the newspaper. Keep reading. I thought you saw something. It's a quite involved article about the infamous police leaks affair. Who, why, and how all that confidential data was released to the public. The Justice Department is now looking at corrupted and violent cops who are known to be out of line. Concerned associations applaud how transparent they are being. Yet the more you read, the more you get the impression the journalist does not agree with our methods. You only have a third left to read. Read the whole thing. As soon as you get to the page, you stop. Your instincts tell you to look at the comics. It's a rather enthusiastic article about a bar named Napo. You make note of the information with interest. In your line of work, that kind of thing can always come in handy. You shut the paper. Yippee. I just want to do my research. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna get you. Because you will ruin it for me. You will ruin it because you're not paying me. Time to do some light exercise to wake you up. Are you kidding me? For real? Would I really have to? And about Robert. Didn't they say something about her? Passenger slips into the back seat, dragging a backpack that apparently weighs a ton. Do you want to put that in the trunk? She refuses politely with a shake of the head. Thanks, but I'm going to have to get used to keeping it with me. It's going to be on my back for an entire month. You smile and start the cab. A glance in the rearview mirror. Your passenger is rather young, and the camera around her neck looks very expensive. Her backpack, scarf, and clothes are fairly worn. Going hiking? No, not really. She seems a little embarrassed by her question. I'm on my way to Greece to join an NGO rescue vessel. NGO? An association, that helps migrants trying to make the crossing. And I'm going to do a story on them. Oh, are you a journalist? She smiles, the first since you set off. Yes, a photojournalist. Yeah. They make the crossing even in winter. They make the crossing whenever they get the chance, regardless of the time of year or the weather. The EU has just closed its surveillance and rescue program. Only non-governmental associations are doing anything to help now. So I'm on my way. I volunteered. I even made a fuss to get the assignment. Her tone of voice is increasingly shrill. I've read first-hand accounts. I talked to journalists who have worked on the subject. I can't just ignore the whole thing. She gives a short laugh. I even played a video game about refugees. Beautifully done, really powerful. I knew I couldn't just sit back and watch. This was my chance to show the world what's going on here. Your passenger's phone starts to ring. Oh, sorry, As she glances at the caller name, her face freezes. She sighs, a troubled smile flickering across her face, and then takes the call. Hi, Dad. I'm in the cab, right? Yeah, I told you. I tried, but he wouldn't change his mind. Come on, Dad. I already told you I'll be fine. They won't be sending me if there were... She moves the phone a bit farther away from her ear. Come on, Dad, stop. Dad, listen, everything's going to be fine. I'll be there for 20 days with a group of professionals who have been doing this for years. That's right, a group of rescue professionals. Would you just stop? She sighed heavily. It's no use. She's been down this road 1,000 times. Help her out. We're about to get to a tunnel, mademoiselle. You're going to cut out. The young woman looks up at you in surprise. Then her face lights up. Did you hear that? I have to go. I'll call you back as soon as I'm... She's interrupted again. That's right, I'll call back. She hangs up, wide-eyed, and breathes a long sigh. My parents, they can be a little much at times. She smiles. Anyhow, thanks for jumping in there. You can sense the tension, the wave of frustration and anxiety welling up inside of her. Her unhappiness and anxiety are palpable. She closes her eyes, collecting her thoughts, trying to dispel her negative emotions. If I only had a little time. Are you okay? I'm fine, it's just my parents. They're a little... Her hands flutter in the air for a moment. I'll be fine, really, it's just stress. I was just thinking that I'd like to be able to do a little yoga. It really helps me relax. It's an amazing way to unwind, to calm down and release tension. There must be a yoga room somewhere in the airport. We're almost there. Right, of course. You sense she wants to tell you something, but she can't get the words out. She swallows hard and looks away. You concentrate on the road ahead. Your passenger closes her eyes and loses herself to the sound of the humming engine. Silence falls over the cab. Suddenly, she leans forward with a jerk. Yeah, yoga is nice. I like yoga too. Any chance of putting on some music? You switch on the radio with a glance in the rearview mirror. What kind of music would she like? Probably something light with a good beat, but what kind? Pop. A song from last summer comes on. It was played absolutely everywhere, day and night. Behind you, your passenger is humming to the flute. It seems to have done the trick. The road keeps passing by, and before long, you're approaching the airport. A moment later, you turn down the radio. The song fades. I'll pull up over here. It'll be easier for you to get out of the cab. You get to the airport drop-off zone. A couple of colleagues greet you with a wave. A few bleak-looking passengers are struggling with huge suitcases and car trunks. A security guard sitting on a luggage cart smokes a cigarette, clearly exhausted. Your passenger pays the fare, collects her things, but doesn't leave the cab. Thank you for getting me out of that horrible phone call. I love my parents, but they are suffocating. Could have gone on for hours. So thank you. I have to go now. I have the feeling my parents are going to call again. Might as well go in where it's warm and I'm not a disturbance. Take good care of yourself. I will, I promise. She gets out of the cab with all her gear. Your eye follows her as she heads to the terminal. The airport doors close behind her. You sit there a minute or two, all by yourself. There's no one around. May as well head out as soon as possible. Oh, she gave me a big tip too. When do I get to go home to do the research? I just want to do the research and then sleep. I just want to do a little EP. I just want to do the research. I want to know who it is. But I feel like I'm not really getting any closer. I feel like I'm missing some crucial parts. Get out of the car and walk to the front. You knock. Ooh, Marco appears. Marco is a former taxi driver, a strange guy, a bit spacey and different. He's been working at the stadium for a few years now. Well, shit, you're still alive. That's Marco. You like him. I mean, wow, so nice to see you. Even though he stole your wife. Come in, come in. You want something to drink? All right, you stopped drinking. Cup of coffee? Yes, please. You follow him into his caretaker's home. It's pretty nice, despite the mess and filth. He serves you a cup of coffee and sits down at the table. You follow suit. The only noise in the room is the TV behind Marco. Before you came by, he was playing a soccer video game. FIFA? The fans are signing and clapping in their hands. So, what have you been up to? I have some questions for you. No, not yet. Man, seriously, no. The last time I helped you out, I lost my job, so the answer is no. You have no choice and you know it. You owe me this much. Marco drops his head between his shoulders. He starts to beg. I'm telling you, man, I love this job. It's so easy. I get to take care of a stadium that's empty 75% of the time. He sits up roughly in his chair. Behind him, on the screen, the stadium is going wild. I need information on Ronan Besson. He straightens up. Ronan, the coach that got killed by the judge? The very one. He was a great guy. Everyone's torn up about it. Drink your coffee. Spit it out. There were rumors. Some parents heard he was a little too hands-on with the kids a while back, if you get my drift. Ugh. But no one ever looked into it. Was it true? I don't know nothing. He sighs. A few months ago, Ronan cornered a kid, like by the showers, you know what I mean? The kid stabbed him in the thigh with a pair of scissors and ran away. The kid's parents were sure they'd file a complaint. The club director brought Ronan in and bam, 2 days later he was murdered. Who else knows this? About the kid? No one, I think. Well, maybe some other parents? You get up. One last thing. Ooh. Ooh, I can tell him the name of my suspects. Probably not a smart thing to do, but we'll do it. You go through the names of the suspects, no reaction. Until you mention Salim. That's what I was thinking. Wait, the kid's parents, they knew a lawyer. He came 2 days before Ronan was killed. It was Salim Wadyan, the same guy who was defending that terrorist. Did he meet Ronan? Yeah, he totally came. He knew Ronan. He was his coach like 25 years ago. Small world. His voice suddenly sounds childlike. Don't tell anyone where I got this information, okay? I'll sip my coffee in silence. You can really be an ass sometimes. A fufuzela noise comes from the TV. Okay, I've got to run. He walks you to the door, mumbling with clenched teeth. Every time I run into you, you jinx me. Every single time. You walk outside and over to your taxi. Door, key, motor purring, you go back to work. That was really useful. That was really, really useful. Did we already have this person? I don't remember. No. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum. I don't remember. 2 streets over. Okay. 28 is fine. The passenger who sinks into the backseat is one of the hordes of cyclists you almost always hit at red lights. She's a bike courier, the kind who pays no attention to red lights, stop signs, or right-of-ways. She gives you a smile. Holy shit, it's flipping freezing out. You smile. Do we know each other from somewhere? I don't think so. I probably just cut you off on my bike or something. Or maybe it was me. Maybe I changed the lanes without signaling. You both burst out laughing. She gives you an address. It's for a delivery, but it's too cold. I can't seem to get warm. So you do a lot of deliveries. You see a lot of people. Maybe she knows something. Probably not. Oh my god, my back hurts. Oh, astronauts, my back hurts so much. I really need a new desk chair. Because the one that I have right now, I know that I've complained about it like a million times, but it has no back support or butt support at all. And like pillows help only a little bit, but I have one. I've seen one that I just want because it's light green and it has like a foot thingy where you can put your feet on, and the reviews say that it's very, very good for people that sit cross-legged. And I'm like, yeah, that's like me. I sit like that, and I would like a chair in which I can sit like that comfortably. And they were like, oh, this is the perfect one. And then I wanted to get it, but it's also very expensive because it's like 290 euros. But it looks so nice, and I want that one so bad. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't need it. I'm just going to look at like desk chairs that are green that might have similar vibes. And they had none of them. It was literally only this one, and I love it so much, but I need to save up for it. Oh my god. And until I get it, my back will be dying. I'm going to grab a little bit of a drink, like real quick, like just some chocolate milk, I think I'll get. But I'll leave. I won't go to B screen. I'll just put like some chocolate milk in a cup the same cup that I had yesterday. I just have to rinse it, but I'll do that real quick. I'll pour myself some chocolate milk and then I'll come back. I'll be right back. Bum, 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 bum.
Yum, 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 yum.
Chalky milk.
Chalky milk.
Try the chair first. You got a Secret Labs one. It's been okay, but you would say the price was high for what it is. I saw a Musso one that I would really like to get. Because it just looks really nice. And it looks like it's very comfortable. That's the one I would like. This is the best time of the year to hint at your family that you've been looking at this particular item. Truly, because my birthday is also in January. I've already hinted. Nah. Those are like gifts that are just too big. I can't ask for that. Don't be afraid to use that 30-day return policy. Yeah, definitely with like a desk chair if you need like an ergonomic one and it just doesn't feel nice. Should probably do that. But I just need a better one because this is just... This one, the one that I have right now, it's like the vintage one and it's just wood panels. I'm just sitting on wood panels with like a little bit of like 60-year-old padding, so... I'm just too bad. Herman Miller? I should look that up. Wait. Let me see if I can, if I look at like Herman Miller chair. Oh, it's those guys. Oh my god, that's like the classic, like, office chair. That's like the classic office chair. Oh, I hate how that one looks. But I bet it's, like, really good. But I hate how it looks. Super famous for offices, but also over 1,000 euros or dollars. Really? That expensive? That's crazy. Let me take a look at that. Oh, let me take a look at that. I must see it. The Wi-Fi isn't fast enough to also load that. Alright, we'll just continue gaming. You start the cab and turn the heat to high. Warm air fills the car. The young woman nods. Thanks, that's exactly what I'm here for. She closes her eyes, as if to enjoy the muffled hum of the heater. I hope you don't mind. There was no way I was going to get back on my bike. I left it behind with my colleagues in front of that restaurant. She sighs. I know it's pretty counterproductive, paying for a cab ride to deliver food, but I just... all the warm air, it feels so good. I'll leave her alone. You look at her for a moment in the rearview mirror. She's fallen asleep. You turn your eyes back to the road. She lets out a quiet snore. You can hardly blame her. Every night, flocks of delivery people hang out around popular restaurants. Then they scatter around the city like startled pigeons. They all look exactly the same. Reflective tape, career backpack, phone strapped to their arm, as they dash off into the night. The young woman in the backseat shifts positions. Oh, wow, I really needed that little cat nap. She stretches with a contented purr. We're here. You pull up to the address. Right, back to work. The delivery girl quickly exits the cab, slamming the door behind her. She rings the door of an elegant Parisian building. A moment later, the door cracks open. The courier hands her client a plastic bag with takeout containers inside. She smiles. The door shuts. She rushes over to the cab and flings herself into the back seat. Come on, let's get out of here, fast. You start the cab. Back to the restaurant, please. I left my bike there. Well, that's that. Her phone chirps. Business is picking up. She sighs. But yeah, I think I'm going to wait a little. Check it later. She settles comfortably onto the back seat and closes her eyes. What are you delivering? Sushi. It's so not sushi this time of year. But Parisians are crazy about sushi, though not exactly the kind we eat at home. She bursts out laughing. Nah, I shouldn't complain, really. At least I can take it easy on my bike. There's no one to really mess around with me. She lets out a silvery laugh. It's very soothing in tone. The laugh of someone you can trust. Do you really like what you do? Yeah, I do. Absolutely. Sure, we don't earn much and the job is really exhausting, but first of all, I have a killer ass. My dates can't believe it. Guys are really crazy about it. All my girlfriends want to know my secret. Basically, it's a win-win situation. I mean, yeah. I used to have, oh my god. Not an ass, actually. I never had one. I rode my bike a lot in high school, but I never had an ass. I had killer legs, though. Killer calves for a while. Not anymore, unfortunately. You bought a cute desk chair, not very good for your posture. Yeah, probably not. How do you sit then? My ass freaking hurts. My non-existent ass. My non-existent ass. I'm just flat in the back, man. I'm just flat in the back. I'm sorry. I'm so flat in the back. It's pathetic. Why do you think she wants a pillow for her chair? Exactly. Why do you think I need a chair? I need a chair with more padding because my ass just won't do. My ass won't do it. At least no one can kick your ass. No, I do the ass kicking here. If you can't do it, teach it. Wait, no. That's not how that works. No, I'm flat in the back. I have no great assets in the back. I even couldn't sit on that chair. Hazel was here once. Not once. Hazel's been to my spaceship a few times. But Hazel sat down on my chair. And then the day after, or like the next time, I think, I remember, or like the day after, Hazel was like, I am not sitting on that chair again, because that chair, last time I sat on that chair, my back and my ass were like hurting the day after. I cannot sit on that chair. How do you sit on that? And then when Papa Star visited to like pack my stuff for the big move, he also sat down on this chair. And then he was like, oh my fucking god, Riri. He was like, Jesus fucking Christ, how can you sit on this chair? So I sent Hazel a text. I was like, my dad agrees. Only Riri can confirm or deny if I have an ass. I can confirm or deny that, yes. But yeah, my dad also hated this chair. And then I had his partner sit on it, and she was like, oh yeah, I can feel it. I was like, yeah. Yeah. It's terrible. It's a terrible chair. But it looks nice. It looks nice. I'm thinking of getting like a cute little pillow to put on it. Because I would like to move this chair not to my desk currently, but to my bedroom where I have like my crafting desk. Then for like bullet journaling and stuff, I would like to have it there because I feel like it fits the vibes there, and it would just be very cute, and I would like it there. But I don't know. I don't want to do that now. I mean, I need a desk chair first. Have to brag about something. Brag about the ass. Brag about your ass. Yeah, brag about your ass. I really have no ass. You like see my hips? It's like hips and then it's just like legs. It's hips and legs. There's no butt attached to it. There's just no butt. Oh, yum, 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 yum. What do they say if you have it flaunted? Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. I mean, I have booba. Like, that counts, yeah? Although, sometimes I wish my boobs were, like, a little bit smaller because when I went to wear, like, oversized sweaters or something, or like crop tops, they just like they become like tiny tents, you know? They're like a little tent because my boobs just like stick them up. It's like, oh, my boobs are in the way, and now it's just like it's draped over my boobs like a tent, and then it's like, oh well, doesn't look that nice. I have some blouses that are like cropped that I would like to wear, but also when I wear them it's just like triangle shape. Triangle shape, because yeah, a triangle shape because my booba move it into a triangle shape. Too bad it doesn't fall down nicely. Oh well, basically it's a win-win situation. But second, and this is really what I love, I'm my own boss. A faint smile spreads over her face. Well, I do have a boss, actually. My telephone. It's an algorithm. Some guy calls me every now and then, asks me questions, asks me to take on more shifts. But he doesn't grab my ass. He doesn't waylay me in the corridor. He doesn't ask me to be a good little girl and go pick up his sandwich. And that makes it all worthwhile. She looks serious, as if she had just concluded a long speech. So that, my friend, is why I wouldn't trade in my bike for all the world. Any prospects for the future? No, you're right. Not much as far as prospects go. It's not like I'm going to be made team manager or anything, that's for sure. But it's not all that bad. There are worse jobs around. Silence. And I know what you're going to say. I'm being exploited, badly paid and all. But the worst part is actually the customers. You look at her in surprise. No, I swear it's true. You deliver their dinner because they're worn out after working all day, and they don't even tip you a single euro. Still, they are understanding in all that. They give me articles about the big bad delivery businesses abusing us. And then they order sushi from the restaurant down the street. Never trust a stomach. She makes a little farting sound with her mouth. Believe me, a bunch of cheapskates. She stops you with a gesture before you can speak. But all that, it's just for the time being. Promise. I'm putting a little aside. Like my father always said, I'm going to open a takoyaki food truck. Have you ever had takoyaki? Oh, I don't like takoyaki. I'm sorry. Booba are never how we want them to be. That is true. Given your cosplay background, I feel like this is a problem you could fix for your shirts. Probably, but I could also just buy shirts that fit better. And sometimes, I don't like form-fitting clothes. Ironically. I don't really like form-fitting clothes. I like oversized clothes. I want it to be comfy, but I also want it to look nice. That's rough. It's hard. It's hard. You pull up to the restaurant. A swarm of bike couriers are waiting for their orders. Yes, I've had it. Oh, cool. I want it to be the latest thing. It's basically a pretty simple idea. Sell them to people lined up for concerts, movies, plays. She smiles. Anyhow, I'm out of here. There are a lot of starving people in Paris, and we don't want to let them down. She hands you the fare and exits the cab. Thanks again, really. You're good company. If you ever need a shortcut, just ask. She gives you a last smile and then walks over to her crew. 14 cents tip. Alright. She complains about people not tipping, and then she barely tips me. Alright, alright. I get it. I see how it is. I see how it is. Riri's going for that potato bag look. Hey! It's a good look, okay? It's a good fit. I'm gonna pick up Jump King. I need to know. I need to know his story. You love takoyaki? Really? Do you, Arturo? I really do not like... Oh, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home for research. I would rather go home for research. Alicia finished her poem, Fragile. Bruh, I didn't even make enough money. I met Janet. Okay, crazy. Crazy. True EP girl fit. Yeah. I like cozy things. But not necessarily pajamas. Not necessarily pajamas. Just like cute cozy clothes. back to the board. Why are... I am thinking that killer left message in chalk on first 3 crime scenes. Victim 1 met with Salim. Killer is wearing black gloves. I don't really like this organization system. Killer knew the victims or researched them. Victims killed with 1 bullet in the neck. No sign of violence. Spent bullet case. Killer fought with victim 3. Known to have tortured prisoners. Message on crime scene 3 linked to the process. Salim's coach when he was a kid. Yeah. Justice. Alright, alright. What if it's all of them? Crime scene 2. Killed an Algerian man, never arrested. Oh, that's also connected to him. I think it might be him. It would make sense why he calls himself the judge. If he's like a lawyer. And then he's like, yeah. Your phone rings. You impulsively take a step back. It's the moment of truth. Yeah, I'll pick up. Hello? Hi. Ice cold. So? She heaves a long sigh. There's no background noise. She must not be at the station. Where are you? For a second you think she's going to tell you, but then? Somewhere. None of your business. A light clinking noise. The sound of a teacup on a coaster, maybe. I'm listening. What have you got for me? She clears her throat. Her voice sounds louder, more confident. You glance at the wall. The suspects are all lined up. All the evidence. A whole mess of your ideas. Your stomach is in a knot. I don't have to remind you. You cannot get this wrong. I have a meeting in 2 hours with the district attorney and the chief of police. Even the Minister of Interior will be in a corner of the room somewhere. Obviously, I'm thrilled. Oh, but I certainly don't want to put too much pressure on you. You can almost hear the smirk she must be wearing. You lay the receiver down on the table. Now you have to decide. I think it's him. I don't think it's these guys. Not him. I don't think it's her. I think it's him. I don't think it's him. I think it's him. Pick the phone back up and explain your choice to Lieutenant Busset. Busset? Why? How? Why? How? The evidence, your sources. She listens without saying a word. When you finish talking, she remains silent for just a second too long. You sense she's not convinced. Listen, are you sure of what you're saying? Because between what you told me this morning and what you're saying now, something's not right. You're sure this is the suspect you want to pursue? Wait a minute. You put the phone down. Maybe she's right. You're not so sure anymore. Right. I needed evidence too. Shit. She heaves a huge sigh. Shit. I hope for your sake it's good work. And before you can get a word in edgewise, I'll call you tonight. Try to get some sleep. She pauses. No way she's going to hang up on such a positive note. No, she's probably going to... It might be her last night of freedom. She snickers and hangs up. You put the phone down. You might as well be standing in the ice-cold emptiness of outer space. You decide to go to bed. To sleep. Best way to kill time. With a heavy hand, you wipe your tired face. You slide onto the open sofa bed. The events of the day run through your head. The streets, the passengers, their faces, their problems. I feel like I don't have enough evidence. You open one eye. You had a hard night, restless. You get the impression you aged 5 years in a matter of hours. You get up quickly. And a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. Night 7? But what do you mean night 7? I accused someone already. Oh, yeah, there. You exit your place and see Busset leaning up against your cab. She waves at you to get in. You get in. A metallic taste creeps into your mouth. You and I had a deal. You nod painfully. The intel you gave me was total crap. Clearly, I should not have trusted you. Oh, no. Her voice suddenly sounds distant and rumbling. You're coming with me to the station and we're going to talk about what will happen next. Like a storm, a tempest that destroys everything in its path. Everything. Believe me, the DA is dying to meet you. What will happen next? She'll drag you to the station, blame you for everything. Everyone seems to believe anything she says. All the evidence she has is false. The next day, your face is on the cover of all the newspapers. Your name is on everyone's lips. Oh no, you are the killer everyone's been waiting for. You're fucked. Fucked. Do I just guess for someone else? What do I do? Is it her role-playing? Was it her role-play? Did I not have, like, more documents? And just some information? It's not him? What do I do? Let it ring. I'm gonna let it ring once more. Hello? Were you on the throne or what? No, sorry. My voice sounds tired, like she's at the end of her rope. Whatever. Okay. I say nothing. Maybe. Good. I'm listening. What have you got for me? She clears her throat. Okay. I feel like this is really bad. I'm gonna try to accuse her. Yes. Okay. We try again. I feel like I'm just wrong. Am I not gonna be right ever? Is that the problem? Is that the... Can I not get it right because I didn't get the right evidence? That would be so bad. Oh no, she's angry again. I'm fucked. I'm fucked again. You're fucked. Fucked. Oh no. Oh no. Can I not win? Do I just guess, or like am I just stupid? Did I not get the right evidence and stuff? I forgot about that. I kind of forgot that I... Cop? Oh, source. Right. Location. Cop source. Oh. That's from a cop times 2. That's from a cop, and that's from a customer. And that is from a cop. That is from a gas station. That is from a cop. That is from a gas station. That is from the cop. I don't know. Try Hervé. Try him. I don't know. I don't know. Could it be him? Divorced from a judge. I'll give it a try. Whatever. You stop talking and catch your breath. Okay. I'll buy. It seems like a solid choice. I can fish around a bit to vet your information. She pauses. You can almost hear her nodding. I'll call you tonight. Wait. That was different. That was different. She didn't ask, like, are you sure? Its frame creaks. The events of the day run through your head. It's different. It's different. It'll all be over. You'll have answers. Busse will have her arrest. Paris will be peaceful again. What about you? What will you do? You shake your head and your mind wanders for a second. Just when you're about to fall asleep, you think you hear a voice in the distance. She's not telling the whole truth. You jump without understanding where the voice is coming from. Outside, Paris is waking up, and you fall asleep. Crazy. Oh no. Oh no. You open one eye. You had a hard night. Oh my god, fragments of a dream are still lingering. Weird music made you climb onto the roof of your apartment. You found Busse and her whole squad there, right above your head. Well, that was fucking scary. You get up quickly to forget all that, and a few minutes later, you're outside of your studio. I feel like this is a bad idea. Barely gotten downstairs when you catch sight of Busse. Okay, get in. You obey. It's too early to react. She settles into the backseat, flashes a smile. Good news. You're right. Or at least the DA thinks your evidence is sufficient. What? No emotion in her voice. She's giving you the facts, nothing more. We're going to bring Fragonard in tonight. She nods. Her expression clouds over. I have trouble. She freezes. Fragonard is a mentor. Mine and half the squad's. You can't understand. He's an institution. She stops, clears her throat. I need your help, one last time. Later on tonight, we're going to get Fragonard to leave home and find a way to get him into your taxi. She pulls some kind of pen out of her pocket that she puts in the little cubby just above the car stereo. This is a bug. Oh, are you kidding me? What am I supposed to do? No more than usual. A smile passes quickly across her face. I've seen you and I hurt you enough to know that you have a trick, a gift for getting people to talk. I need someone I can trust to get close to Fragonard without making him suspicious. He's a cop. He knows how we work. No one's ever sent a taxi driver to make an arrest. He won't put up a fight. I hope he'll open up to you, that he'll confess before things fall apart. Not too far from the hospital where he goes for his treatments, there's an alleyway under construction. There won't be any civilians, just us and him. She sighs. Two teens walk by the cab, and the intense smell of weed fills the cab. Busse doesn't budge. I know you can do it. If you stick to the plan, nothing can go wrong. What if I don't feel like doing this? I throw you in jail. Okay. She rolls her eyes. Shit, I can't believe you're still talking back. Look, man, I signed a couple forms and you go back to jail for 10 years. She snickers, the kind that makes you grind your teeth. She lays her hand on the door handle. You pick the suspect up, drive to the meeting point, and you're free. Easy as pie. She gets out of the cab, slams the door, and walks quickly away. Shit. You hit the dashboard, intense pain spreads through your hand. You grab the keys in the ignition and turn. The motor comes on. Your night is about to begin. Your last night. Okay. Do I just pick him up when I find him? I'm gonna go here. I just want to see what's there. Final mission time, truly. Truly. Oh. Police archives. Alright then. What can he tell me though? I mean, he won't pay me, but why did I turn around like that? I need a ride, cabbie. Alright. He greets you with his bizarre verbal tick as usual. Getting damn cold out now, Al. Hi, Hervé. Start the engine. The passenger in the backseat is whistling a funny tune. He's in a pretty good mood. You look good. Yeah, thanks. Some days are like that. Everything goes your way, hey? Belly's full, your buddies are around to help you, you're not cold. He gives you a smile. And then you know, you get good news. Oh, really? Really? Something you're glad to hear? Well, out with it then. Tell me. Well, it's my ex-wife. She's just got married again, eh? A real love story and all that, just the way we like it. That's nice for her. He clucks his tongue and briefly rolls his eyes. Yeah, it's nice. She deserves to be happy. In the rearview mirror, your passenger's face clouds over, as if what he was saying had just sunk in. Suddenly, between clenched teeth, he hisses, "Whore." You look up. Whore? What? Didn't you just say whore? Your passenger smiles slightly. Nuh-uh, don't worry about it. I was thinking about something else. Okay, doubt. Suddenly, Hervé opens the cab door. You can pull up over here. I don't want you to get into any trouble. The guys in the squad can be a little on edge. You park the car and Hervé opens the door. Good night and thanks again, Ken. He gives you a smile. A moment later, Hervé vanishes inside a graffiti-covered building. Its imposing Art Deco facade mesmerizes you for a moment, and then you start the cab. No money made. Oh my god, it's time. It's time. I gotta be smooth talker. Smooth criminal. I gotta be a smooth talker. I'm gonna pick him up. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. You recognize the next passenger getting in your car. A cop, the detective. You're a suspect. He has a tired look about him, and not just because it's early. His voice drags. The usual place. St. Louis Hospital, then. You start driving. Your passenger seems to have his mind elsewhere, not entirely awake, stubble on his chin. You scan his skin, his movements, his attitude is... It's cold as shit this morning. His voice makes you jump. You nod. You have more people or not as many when it's cold out like this? Folks tend to stay home when it's too cold. There might be more of them, but they make shorter trips. Makes sense. Dead silence. I'll say nothing. You drive in silence for a second. The road goes by. You don't want to look in your side mirrors too often. You haven't seen a trace of the cops yet. Bisset told you not to worry, but... You know, it's funny. Just this morning, I was thinking about an old case. One of my first cases, actually. It was just after the Mesrine case. You know who Mesrine is, don't you? Or am I really that old? You sense it's the right time to get him to talk. Why is the music so loud? Oh my god, oh my god. It rings a bell. Jacques Mesrine. Breaking and entering, kidnapping, armed robbery. He killed 2 cops in Canada, tortured a journalist, a far-right one, but still. Then in 1979, after being on the run for a year and a half, the cops catch him and kill him at Porte Clignancourt. Oh my god, he raises a hand. Now the cops say it wasn't self-defense, but I know for a fact they shot him down like a dog. He looks straight at you. You can see the hint of an underground fire roaring deep in his eyes. Now, I most certainly do not want to die like a dog, understood? He catches his breath and is clearly shaken. He ever so slowly reaches into his pocket and pulls out his weapon. Where did Bisset ask you to take me? Excuse me? Don't take me for a fool. I'll keep lying. I swear I have no idea what you're talking about. A gun appears. Shame. I thought I might just get a chance at some honesty in this cold world. Just once, just to see what it feels like. I dedicated my whole life to the justice system, to getting to the truth. At least that's what I tell myself and what I say to new recruits. But I'm tired of all the games, all the fucking lies. Where'd they order you to take me? Fine, I'll tell the truth. A warehouse, some old garage. They're waiting for us there. An ambush. I'm no Mesrine, you know. I'm not going to pull a grenade out from under the backseat here. He gets off with a groan. When he starts speaking again, his voice is chilling. Bisset. You can see his finger on the trigger. It's shaking ever so slightly. How much does she know? Don't shoot. Answer me. What does Bisset have on me? Enough to take you in. You hear a long sigh coming from the backseat. A few seconds go by. You try to concentrate on driving, despite your sweaty hands and dripping brow. Okay, why hasn't she tried to arrest me then? You shrug. Don't know. She told me it would be easier this way. I think she hopes you'll turn yourself in without a fight. He looks away. You know, Bisset is really one of a kind, but she doesn't fit into today's world. Neither do I, for that matter. The weapon he's holding is shaking slightly, wavering. You You suddenly notice he's speaking to you in a more familiar tone. That's why I killed them. Bastards. All of them. Rapists, murderers, and liars who escape prosecution. Now Busset would like to do the same thing I did. Slam a bullet into the head of the first murderer she could get her hands on. But she can't. You just can't do that anymore. A long, painful, heavy sigh. In any case, now there's only one truth left. No more confrontation, no debate, no need for justice to be served. They were guilty and I killed them. I can write that down if you want. It's no secret. I knew I'd be caught sooner or later, either by Busset or by... His sentence hangs in the air. I'm sick. Got cancer all over. They hope some new drug might cure me, but what's the point, honestly? He abruptly accelerates his speaking pace. I don't want to go to jail. A cop can't go to jail. I don't want to see my face on the cover of magazines and newspapers. But I don't want to deny Busset the pleasure of catching me, her and her team. So here's what we're going to do. There's a place in Montmartre, a place I really love. It's my first memory of Paris. It must have been 6 or 7. 6, 7. My mother had come all the way from Martinique. She thought she could convince my father to... Yeah, anyway, there's no point in telling that story. I want to hear it. He snickers. And buy yourself some time? No. There's a bench up there, not far from Sacré-Cœur. I've been there. This bench has 2 clear advantages. First, it faces the city of Paris, southern facing. All the monuments are there, staring back in splendor. He starts to speak with confidence. I especially like it when all the buildings poke out above the cloud of pollution. Notre Dame's square towers, Pompidou and his colored pipes, the Eiffel Tower. He shakes his head, and his voice sounds deep and serious again. The second advantage to sitting on this bench is that you turn your back to Sacré-Cœur, an ugly building. They only built it to rub the church the right way. He looks away and remains silent for a while. His hands shake a little. I want to see Paris one last time. It's a little too early to watch the sunrise, but at least there will be people around. Lovers. Life. I just want to go and sit on the bench, look out at Paris, alone, for 5 minutes. And then you can go to the meeting point so Busset can pick me up. What do you say? I feel like he's gonna escape if I let him. I promise. You turn around. You'll see, the view is incredible. Neither of you says a word for several minutes. You drive in silence. Then, as you're beginning to climb up to the top of Montmartre, the cop lowers his weapon. I want to apologize. I'm sorry I hurt you the night of the attack. Everything could have turned out so differently. You're nothing like the guy I took down, you know? He was a kid at the time, but there was something in his eye, something bad, something evil. His eyes sparkle for a bit. Tears, perhaps? Seconds later, you park a few meters away from Sacré-Cœur. You don't think he's going to escape. Oh, he might kill himself. The bench is right over there. I just need 5 minutes. 5 minutes and we'll go. Got it? You nod. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. He's gonna kill himself. He lays his hand on the door handle and gives you a genuine smile. Do what? You're going to kill yourself, aren't you? He pauses. To be perfectly honest, I don't really know yet. The cop suddenly seems older than he really is. His voice croaks slightly as he says to you, "Thanks, friend." He gets out of the cab. Watch the old cop. He takes a few steps towards the bench, walks around it like he wants to look at it from every angle. He doesn't so much as glance at Sacré-Cœur and its dome, lit up with powerful spotlights. A few passers-by, chilled to the bone, are wandering about nonchalantly on the square in front. The cop finally sits at the bench. He stays there a long minute, contemplating Paris. Strings of light weave around traffic circles and intersections, making a magnificent canvas. There's a sudden movement. Yeah, I thought so. In a matter of seconds, he pulls the gun out of his pocket and up to his chin. A shot rings out. Thanks, friend. Those were his last words. Are you fucking kidding me? No. Lieutenant Bousset watches you, her jaws clenched, locked, more like... What else did he say? He confessed to his crimes. The wire you put in the cab must have caught it all. You have the recording. Bousset stares at you for a second before looking away. Shit. Shit! This is not how it was supposed to end. You're not clear on whether she's angry or sad. He talked about you. About me. What did he say? It's all in the recording. He said you were like him. Of course. That guy was my mentor. A father figure, actually. He taught me everything I know. That's why I slipped you his file. I couldn't investigate him. No one on the team wanted to either. It was unthinkable, unfeasible. Fuck. A semblance of a smile spreads across her face. Awkward, strained, perhaps. Makes your blood curdle. You're free to go now. Don't leave the country, though. We might have some questions for you at some point. She opens the door. Icy air seeps in. You shiver. You really came through, you know. I didn't think you'd do so well. Her voice breaks up a bit with her last words. Who knew? She gets out of the cab and slams the door behind her. A blunt, metallic noise. Unidentifiable vibrations. The car quakes and shakes like a boat. A minute goes by before you can move again. You slowly come back to your senses. Oh, sorry. Stay a little longer. You sit there for a moment, contemplating the scene in front of you. Police squads are moving about, tape keeping the onlookers away, spotlights flooding the judge's lifeless body with white light. Hard to believe it's all over. You need to get away for a while. Drive without thinking. Distance yourself. A cop on the roadside waves his flashlight, motioning it for you to leave. You have no reason to be there anymore. You've become a stranger again. Key in the ignition, hand brake off, foot on the accelerator. You leave Sacré-Cœur behind. Ayo, crazy. Including the part of the recording where you knew it might happen and he says, thanks, friend. Yeah, that's pain. That's just pain. What the heck? Pain. Pain, Peckle. Oh. That is cute. That's cute. Special thanks is cute. And what they are thanked for. Sun's about to come up. You drove all night long with your window open. You're so tired, your chest is tight and your eyes are heavy, but you can't stop. Not now. You're going to run out of gas soon. The light went on about 20 kilometers back. You're somewhere in Normandy. Maybe you'll run into that cat you gave a ride to one night. You smile and relax at the thought. You pull over onto the shoulder and get out. There's almost no traffic. You step over the guardrail as your eyes adjust to the colorful break of dawn. The sun will soon rise over the horizon. You get your phone out and dial a number. It doesn't ring, direct to voicemail. A voice asks you to leave a message after the beep. Hey, I wanted to... You catch your breath. When Aid told me she'd held onto your phone just to hear the sound of your voice, I thought it was stupid. But now, the sun is slowly rising and its colors are flooding the landscape. Bare underbush, a tiny village lost in fog off in the distance, a hilltop sparkling with dew. The view seems alien to you. I wanted to thank you for giving me the opportunity to redeem myself. Thanks. That word disgusts you, but it's too late. Thanks to you, I did something important. I mean, I think. Who knows? Silence. Your head is spinning. You haven't spoken to your brother in years. Well, in a matter of speaking, you grin. Your kids are good. They grow up so fast. H shows me pictures sometimes, but I never go inside the house. It would be too complicated for everyone. But they're doing well. They look a lot like Dad. At least, I think. You pause. A truck flies by, just meters from you. I thought when it was all over, I thought I'd be able to get some decent sleep. Close my eyes and sleep. Really sleep, finally. But sleeping is just a break. It doesn't put an end to it. It all starts up again as soon as a voice cuts you off. You have reached the maximum time limit. Please. You hang up. Your phone feels heavy in your hand. What should you do now? There's a broken fence in front of you, leading to a small footpath into the woods. Behind you is the highway leading to the sea. I'll get back in the car. You sigh and retrace your steps. On the other side of the guardrail, you find your overheated cab. The next gas station can't be much further. You slowly turn the key in the ignition. There's got to be something for you out there. There has to be. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. It's time for you to eat. Okay, fair. Have a good sleep. Have a good sleepies. Good eepies. Good eepies. I hope you sleep well. I hope you sleep well. I'm also gonna sleep soon. Maybe. Maybe. Because we all know me. I can't sleep early. Let's go to chatting. I can't sleep early. I think that is the last of Night Call that I'll play on stream because it's very taxing on my voice in that sense. And I feel like we can't really share the mystery as much as we can with other games. So it might not be the game that I should play on stream. But that was an interesting one. I did like that. If you guys would like to see it more, please just let me know. And I will keep that in mind. But for now, I was like, It's definitely more intense. It is very, very intense. Like, very serious. We can't really be silly with it. We can't really be silly with it. It's a lot more serious, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just, I don't know if it really is the style that we are looking for. I don't know, but it's a good game. It's just a lot more serious. I did like it though. It was a very good game. I did like it. Had a good time with it. I'm gonna end the stream soon because I feel like the Wi-Fi is like, goodbye. It's like, bye, bye, bye. But I will be back again tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow already? Yes, tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Definitely tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am doing art. I had to think about that for a second. Art tomorrow. We're working on commissions tomorrow. Yippee! Yippee, 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 yippee. I'll probably be doing a lot of sketching tomorrow. Just sketching, chatting, just hanging out. Usual time, so an hour earlier than today's stream. 8 p.m. my time, Central European. So, not summertime, Central European time. 8 p.m. Not an afternoon EU stream, no. It will be afternoon for my friends on the west side of the world, like afternoon America. And then middle of the night or very early morning for my friends on the east side of the world. But yeah, it will be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it very much because I want to do some art. I want to do some drawing. Yippee, 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 yippee. Looking forward to it. Me too. Me too. I'm excited to draw. I'm excited to draw. I'm excited to draw. I haven't drawn in like ages. I'm excited to draw. I'm gonna look something up because I want to raid into Paprika. But I don't know how long Paprika has been live for, so I'm gonna check that real quick and then we'll raid into Paprika. Who
is doing. I can't really see. Oh, the Wi-Fi is not fast enough to do that. Oh, Wi-Fi might not be fast enough to do that. Please. Please, let me in. Let me in. All I want is to check how long this stream has been going on for. Oh, just an hour. Okay, great. Okay. We're gonna raid into Paprika, and then hopefully I can join too. We'll give you an excuse to draw along. Hell yeah. So yeah, Paprika is doing things. I don't really know what is going on, but I'm excited for you guys. Binding of Isaac? Is that what it is? Is that what the game is? Binding of Isaac? Anyway, we're gonna send you guys into Paprika's stream. I will be making the raid message for you guys real quick. Astronauts are here. You know the rules for raiding. Send the raid message only once and be on your best behavior. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. Until then, I'll be seeing you guys on the Twitters, the TikToks, the Discords, and the Instagrams. And until then, thank you guys so much for coming. And bye-bye. Bye-bye.